portable toilet business.
That's right. After years of business owners and festival committees asking us to start a local portable toilet business, we've done it.
For more info, go to trashrangers.com. That's trashrangers.com.
Trash Rangers Sanitation. We are number one at picking up number two.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Guarantee Media is hiring. Come join the team that has been named one of the best places to work in Baton Rouge. Local trendsetters who are committed to your career growth. GuaranteeMedia.com. An equal opportunity employer. GuaranteeMedia.com.
It's game day, and this could be the biggest game of the year. Let's listen into the locker room as Coach preps his team.
Listen up. This ain't just any game, so you've got to be game ready. Yeah. You know what that means. Lock in, gear up, and get your hands on the one ticket that has more action than a fourth quarter comeback. Game Ready, the new Saints scratch-off from the lottery.
Yeah. Play Game Ready from the lottery. Win up to $100,000. Also, it's game time when you play Saints Game On, the new $5 fast play game from the lottery. Enter the second chance drawings to win Saints prize packages and up to $1 million.
Put your game face on. Remember, you're not just ready, you're game ready.
It's game time with Game Ready and Saints Game On. Win up to $100,000. Enter second chance drawings for Saints prize packages with a chance to win up to $1 million. Visit LouisianaLottery.com for more details. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code COOL to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code COOL for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code COOL for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
This is Skip Bertman, and as a coach for over 50 years and the father of 4 daughters, we've had a lot of happiness and accumulated lots of stuff. Dependable.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Monday, September 29th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect partly cloudy skies with a high of 91. In hour one of today's show, we'll recap LSU's loss to the Ole Miss Rebels and look at some of the top games across college football. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane Studios, starts now.
Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone,
Live from the Raising Cane studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo.
Hey, guys.
Welcome in, OTB. Monday morning, Monday. Not the best sports weekend here for Off the Bench. LSU Tigers go down. New Orleans Saints go down. Team USA in the Ryder Cup goes down. And then just like here on this show, like The Chargers lose. The Bucks lose. The Packers tie. Oh.
How'd the high schools do?
You high one.
There we go.
There we go.
I call Episcopal games every Friday. They lost.
Wow.
What?
It was one of those weekends where just everything went wrong.
Not a great one. Not a great weekend. Not all losses are created the same. We'll say that. So we'll get to LSU's loss. We'll get to the Saints' loss. We'll get to the Ryder Cup loss. We'll get to all of it. But before we do all of that, we do want to go around the room, get a little vibe check, hear from everybody. Jake, Flynn, Alondra, Tate, all here with you. Matt, you're up first. Go ahead,
man. Vibe checks. Vibe checks are real low. Energy levels real high right now. I woke up without an alarm this morning. Alarm's usually set for 5:30. Woke up about 5:15.
All right.
Not a big deal. Feet on the ground. Thank the good Lord for another day.
Yeah.
Nothing's guaranteed out there in life.
Nope.
But we're here. It's Monday. A lot of just brutalness over this past weekend. You know, a couple things you just got to shake your head. Sometimes you got to laugh life off. Okay? It's not live, laugh, love. You just got to, what I'd say, laugh life off. Whatever.
It's definitely not live, laugh.
No, definitely not this weekend. So,
not live, laugh, loving right now.
Not live, laugh, loving at all. At all.
No
but,
Hobby Lobby sign could.
Yeah, so it was, you know me during, this was a big watch
calm
weekend
and carry
for me.
on.
Exactly. This is a big watch weekend for me. I had a lot of TV screens going. You know, it's one of those times where things are happening not your way. I don't know if I was the best parent, you know, when the LSU's losing. America's getting throttled on Saturday while America's losing, or while LSU's losing. It just wasn't great. But that's not going to change my energy levels. I'm not going to let it steal my joy for too long. We're going to refocus. We're going to analyze. We're going to talk about it. And we're going to try not to lose our tempers. Actually, we're pretty level-headed. We'll be fine.
All right. Alondra, how you doing?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and get off at the next stop. Get off the bus at the next stop, the closest stop possible. But to get the vibes back up.
Okay.
Nobody is more excited about Bad Bunny being the halftime performer than I am.
There you go.
I'm happy for you.
And Raising Cane's is sponsoring the studio.
Yeah. Also, big plus.
And I love that.
Big chicken.
They brought us a bunch of gear on Friday. Y'all weren't here.
What?
Oh, yeah. Hats.
That's where the big dog came from. You petted this morning.
Hats, stuffed animals.
Yeah.
Shirts. Ooh, box combo cards.
What about tendies?
Maybe some,
cards
there might
to
be
get
some
tendies?
There might be some tendies in the works later on.
Oh,
see,
snap!
Got a puppy on the
you're
desk
right.
with sunglasses.
Hold on a second. That's a good vibe check right there.
I know.
Tendies?
I'm trying to bring the vibes back up. Oh, did you know also? I don't know if a lot of people know this or not. Cane's has honey mustard.
What?
And it's actually good.
I mean, I'm not surprised that
did not know.
Delicious.
Yeah. Life hack, Cane's has honey mustard.
All right.
Since when? This can't be.
I don't know since when, but Jimmy told me about it, and so I went to go try it one day, and I thought he was trolling me, and I was going to go there and ask for honey mustard, and they were going to be like,
No, you
girl,
idiot.
we only have cane sauce here.
We got 4 things on the menu.
Right? We got
honey
chicken
mustard
tenders.
ain't on it.
Ain't on it.
So I thought they were
Coming
going
to our restaurant.
Yeah.
You asked for something we don't have.
I thought that's what was going to happen to me.
Get the menu right.
I thought that's what was going to happen to me, and it did not, thankfully. They do have good honey mustard, though.
I'll be darned.
Like I said, trying to get the vibes back up because literally nothing
went our way.
went well this weekend. Like, no parlays hit.
Yeah, it's my bad.
No, I mean, I had side ones that weren't the pontoon parlay, and like those got messed up by like one leg. Fantasy not doing well.
Other than that,
all I can look forward to is Bad Bunny.
You had a bad fantasy beat, huh?
Bro, I don't want to talk about Romeo Dobbs and his dumb Guardian cap.
You were right to not play him
trick.
though because of the Guardian cap. Like that was the correct move.
No, he
was playing.
I
she
was playing against
him.
him. And of course, I think he was projected to have like 11 points.
Yeah.
Ended up with 22.
3 tuds, yeah.
I'm gonna ask something here.
Not having a good week.
This is gonna make me feel like a real old guy.
Bad Bunny.
Who's Bad Bunny?
Man,
You know what?
Puerto Rican superstar.
I Googled him last night and was like, he was the caddy on Happy Gilmore.
It's a guy?
It's a guy.
I mean, I've played him on this show before, but like, he is a Puerto Rican. I mean, I would say he's like Puerto Rican Drake. Yeah.
He was good in Happy
Sick.
Gilmore too.
You don't have to feel like the old guy. Like I couldn't tell you a Bad Bunny song.
He's on Happy Gilmore too?
Yeah, he's the caddy, the funny one. He winds up hitting the golf shot at the end.
Yeah, me neither.
He was actually like
pretty good.
The movie was
Good
okay.
actor.
He actually did a good job in it.
Okay, all right. So that's I'm assuming he's got like a rabid fan base.
I mean, he's like the most streamed artist on Spotify.
Okay, all right. So it checked out. It wasn't like 25 artists said no, and then
I
went
don't
to
know,
the 26th.
Maybe.
I would not like Alondra said. The most streamed artist last year was Bad Bunny.
All right.
I mean, even people that don't listen to Spanish or know Spanish like Bad Bunny.
I feel like I've seen the name out there.
Yeah.
Don't know who it was.
I mean,
didn't even know it was a
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
We got there.
Yeah, I tried to make a good rabbit joke last night to my kids and Katie. They didn't like it.
What was it?
Oh, no,
That's
Bad
what
Bunny, good rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't like it.
Oh, yeah.
T-Bob was rubbing off on me.
Yeah.
That didn't slap.
It's a good one.
Weston Branch.
Yes. Oh, Jackson Fart.
I think he made
beat the
a
Chargers
joke
yesterday.
about, like, I don't remember who it was, but he made a joke about that on one of the shows he does now, and nobody laughed at it. And I was like, I would have given you a
Alondra
laugh.
would have given you a courtesy laugh. For sure.
Wasn't there a female that was named something with a bunny, too? Am I
Maybe.
completely off?
Maybe.
Probably.
I don't know.
Anywho.
Bad Bunny was also on the WWE full time.
True.
As we see inside the chat. I think I do actually know it from that more than anything because my 16-year-old, my 13-year-old watched
wrestler, actor, singer,
rapper.
He's a triple threat.
Triple threat.
Yeah.
Halftime show could be anything.
It could be anything.
It could just not even be music. Just go out there and do whatever you want.
It could be you just wrestle.
It does feel like a weird decision for the NFL's audience, though.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's kind of trending.
But I
What
love
like
him.
there hasn't been a country halftime show in 32 years.
well,
True.
so y'all probably seen this. I saw it last year for the first time. Jay-Z picks the halftime show.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's
Like
company.
they
yeah.
say,
Oh, I guess
the
title,
halftime
yeah.
show presented by Rock Nation. Like
Yeah.
Jay-Z picks it. So like when I look and I'm like, I don't know who this is, and I'm like, I get it. It's not my style, but like it's fine. People seem to love it.
Sure.
But yeah, like that's if it trends in that direction.
Yep. We're gonna have to
Jay-Z
play
picks
one of those songs today. See if I recognize it.
Oh, I got you.
Tay, before we get the pleasantries out of the way and
This has been actually very nice.
Therapeutic and dive
Great way to take
into
our
we'll
mind
start
off
we'll
things.
start obviously with LSU, but before we take a break and get there, how are you doing, sir? How was your weekend? The Bucks fall to the Eagles, but your old team, they look good. They
Yeah,
tied.
congrats on the tie, Matt. Really cool.
Thanks.
I stayed up to watch that game, and
Better than the loss?
like I saw the kick,
Yeah.
and Victoria was probably expecting a reaction of me out of the kick. I was just stone faced. She's like, "What happened?" I was like, "It's over. They tied."
It's over.
She's like, "They don't keep playing." I was like, "No, I stayed up to watch a tie. I
Yep.
could have just went to bed and saw that
I
in
went,
the morning."
I went
but,
to bed right when overtime. I couldn't.
all things considered, though, I'm doing well. Woke up in a relatively good mood this morning, doing better than the LSU offense. But you know what? I woke up this morning realizing I'm not on the team and it's not my fault. So I'm going to keep on chugging along.
Oh, so it's we when we're winning.
Yeah.
Wow. It's you when we lose.
No.
Holy cow! Didn't see that coming.
I take the
segment
loss
one.
on the chin. I'm just saying the loss is not my fault. I didn't contribute to the win against Clemson either. Just I'm the fan. Wasn't on the team, but no, man. The Bucks got punched in the mouth before the game even started. I mean, 14-0 like that. A block punt for a touchdown. Then another punt. Then the Eagles score. It's 14-0 in like 5 minutes, and they couldn't claw back out of it. They did a good job trying to get back.
Yeah.
I mean, they made it a 8-point game. Baker throws a pick at the goal line. If that ball's called, I mean, it's a tie game right there potentially. Jalen Hurts did not complete a pass in the second half. That's a problem. Like, that Philly offense just really isn't that good.
Yeah, they keep winning, though.
They keep winning, sure. But remember last year.
Try telling the national people that.
Remember last year.
But they keep winning?
No, they can't stand it when anyone says anything almost like alluding to something potentially negative about Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. Right. And me and you were talking before the show Thursday. I was kind of defending Jalen Hurts, but Saquon's not getting the yards he was last year. He had 67 yards rushing yesterday. And Jalen Hurts didn't complete a pass in the second half. That's a problem.
Mm-hmm. Our team's so good, though.
They're very good. They know how to win games.
All right. Yeah. That was a good part. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll give you the other part. We'll start to break down LSU and Ole Miss. We'll start to give you the tale of the tape, how it happened, what needs to happen throughout the show, some of the analytics and some of the things that have gone wrong for LSU, certainly on the offensive side of the football. At some point, I know Matt wants to watch some tape up on the screen as well. So we've got a lot coming your way. Obviously, the New Orleans Saints go to Buffalo, and they fight like hell. They're a play here, play there. Certainly put up a great fight, but, in the NFL, no moral victories. Yeah. So we'll break that down as well. All that coming back your way here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Let's get this morning started.
Let's go ahead and go for dose.
Why not? Monday morning.
Well, the weekend, it was a rough one. So, enjoy tonight's games with a couple of ice cold Dos Equis. Hopefully you had some ice cold Dos Equis watching that. That helps. It's always a great time to go for dose. If you want to go tailgating, if you want to have a good time, make sure you got that ice chest full of ice cold Dos Equis. No better time than right now, the current time, the fall time to go for dose.
Yeah, look, it was a gloom and doom type weekend, but guess what? It's Monday. It's a new week. That's a good thing. The sun always rises again, and when it does, let's go for dose. Let's have a couple pops this week. Let's get ready to face this week with no wins under our belt, but we're going to go for dose. Get that Mexican lager. Drink responsibly. Go for dose.
Surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered.
Ey, Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias, hoy tengo a una, mañana a otra, ey. Pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias, hoy tengo a una, mañana a otra. Me las voy a llevar a todas pa' un VIP, un VIP.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
All right, welcome back in OTB here on this Monday morning. It was Ole Miss 24, LSU 19. A little bit of tail of the tape before we get into it. First downs, Ole Miss had 28. LSU only had 16. Probably the biggest storyline in the game. Third down, Ole Miss 50%, 8 of 16. LSU 2 of 11 on third downs. There was a point where you were deep in the game and you had yet to convert a third down. Both teams were 2 for 2 on fourth down. Shout out to Kyle Parker. What a hell of an individual effort to keep the game at least alive. Total yards, 484 for Ole Miss, 256 for LSU. Passing yards, 314 for Ole Miss, 197 for LSU. Both quarterbacks throw an interception. Yards per pass, 8.1 for Ole Miss, 5.8 for LSU. Time of possession, 32-22 for Ole Miss, 27-38 for LSU. Penalties, they tried to give it to you. 14 penalties for Ole Miss for 109 yards. For LSU, 7 penalties for 78 yards. And here's where you want to throw up. Rushing, 170 for Ole Miss on 42 attempts, 4 yards per rush. For LSU, it was 59 rushing yards on 21 attempts, 2.8 yards per attempt. Your leading rusher was Harlan Berry, who had 7 carries for 22 yards. That was your leading rusher. Certainly, that's troublesome. We've talked about the lack of the running game, the inability to run the football. Now, this was an Ole Miss defense coming in that, we harped on it time and time again, was 16th in the SEC, and they were 16th by 30 yards, right? They were, somewhere like 195, 15th was 165, somewhere in that range. And you still ran the ball 21 times for 59 yards. Now, you can make the argument a lot of the rushing yards Ole Miss gave up was to dual threat quarterbacks. I understand that. But also, you've got certain things in your run package where, you motion Xavion Thomas in there. You try to get an extra blocker in the box, and you try to replicate some of those things because you don't, you have a pocket passer. Sure, I'll listen to it for a little bit. But you still can't run the football, right? 21 for 59, 2.8. You run 5 outside zones, you run 10 inside zones, you run 2 counters, and you run 3 man concepts. It's, you never established the run. You never committed to the run. It's what Ole Miss actually had the most trouble with, again, coming into the game. And that was surprising. I'm going to be honest with you. And I know LSU hasn't run the football effectively this year. But I thought, Matt, even down A-back, even down Caden Durham, you've got Harlan Berry. Juwan Johnson had played really well. Caleb Jackson only gets 1 carry in the game here. Xavion Thomas actually gets 4 carries in the game, but when you motion him in the backfield, you get him the football every time.
Mm-hmm. There's no looks off of that.
Right.
So there's no plays that I've seen that are off of that. We've shown it every week.
I think you ran a reverse one time. Maybe. I think to Barryon Brown. I think it was out of that formation.
But we've shown that formation and that play every single week now. And Ole Miss, obviously, they watch film. They were ready for it, and they just immediately ran another guy into the box. But it wasn't the extra guy in the box that was really making the plays. It was just linemen getting beat at the line of scrimmage, getting beat at the point of contact. We are doing a really poor job of blocking the defensive line games. When they cross, when a defensive end goes outside, when the defensive line moves laterally, we can't block it. We just can't get off that block. We can't pass it off. It creates issues.
That was trouble against Southeastern.
It's been trouble every single week.
Yeah.
And it's reared its head again this past week. And, I'm watching the game. I'm like, all right, maybe just keep going to it. We have to establish the running game. And I think a lot more running plays were called. But I'm really getting annoyed of watching so many RPOs and so many options to throw little screen passes behind the line of scrimmage. I believe we had 38 passes this past weekend, 11 of them behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. It can be an extension of your run game if you're struggling to run the football. It can be. It can be something where, hey, we got to get some yards, some high.
And there were some of these that worked. There's
a
couple. I think one or two of them got a first down. But it seems to be the only answer that we have. When you go to the well too many times, you can't expect receivers to hold up on blocks every single time. Like you said, I see different run pass options in the NFL a ton yesterday. It was like backside one-step slants. It wasn't, I'm going to throw a screen to my receiver and rely on two other receivers to maintain their blocks.
Yeah.
And not get holding calls. Holding calls happen all the time. I can't remember it happening, but it's going to happen.
Yeah, LSU had one.
It's going to be first and 20 because it was an RPO. It's going to be an RPO to the outside. I'm tired of okay, I've seen it. It's a tool to use every now and then. It's not a complete offensive philosophy. So, but still, when you hand the ball off, you have to be able to win one-on-one blocks. Our combination blocking was a two linemen or working through one defensive lineman to get to the second level of the linebackers is not good.
Yeah,
it's not good. They're worried too much about it.
Yeah.
Our eyes in the wrong spot. Early in the first quarter, left tackle, left guard, working up defensive tackle to the Mike linebacker. Left tackle gets off him, and his eyes go straight to the corner, who's close to the box.
Yep.
Why are your eyes at the corner? They shouldn't be.
Right.
Guess what? He's late to get to the Mike linebacker. Mike linebacker makes the play.
Yeah.
It's just little things, and it's frustrating. It's like, okay, fine. Our running game, it's not going to be a threat. We didn't really know if it would be this year. Hey, but at least we got our passing game to hang our hat on.
You threw for 4,000 yards plus last year. It's like you got to run the football better if you want to win a championship, and we talked about it, and you hope there would be some diversity in the run game, and you would hope that you would have more success on the ground. But
this Ole Miss secondary is not good. They're not good. We have to call it like we see it. So for LSU to not have success against that secondary, that means we were also not very good.
Yeah.
And we weren't. No, but we're not going to sit here. We are the most card carrying LSU.
Knows how we played
so we can't lie. We can't sit up here and blow smoke. It was not good. It was objectively bad. Garrett Nussmeier played bad. I'm not saying anything nobody knows. I'm not saying anything that Nussmeier doesn't know. He played bad.
Yeah.
Something is off. Something is wrong. You can't tell me he's not injured. You can't tell me there's something not hurting him. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's an ab. I have no idea what it is. But you can't tell me, and we can look at some later. Hey, hand in the air. Coaching flag football yesterday. Didn't get a chance to go through the film 5 times.
He was. I can confirm. I was out there with him.
Coaching my tail off out there, guys.
Yeah.
I think we completed a couple passes that LSU couldn't the other day. Not a big deal. 10U. But if you can't look at Nussmeier and say, yep, that guy's playing like he's normal,
right?
There's something off. And I don't know what it is, and it's a shame.
Look, for as long as he's been on campus, we've known one thing about him. He can make every throw, correct?
Correct.
I mean, you went to
4 years.
You went to practice the first year he got here, and it's before Matt was doing this show. And Matt, look, Matt didn't follow high school recruiting. He didn't follow, he knew ball. He didn't know names and numbers, right? And it was one of those, hey, who's this guy?
Yeah.
And you text me, and I was like, well, it's Garrett Nussmeier. And you're like, okay, well, this guy can spin it. So look, obvious, right? Last year, those were over 4,000 yards. You go back and you look at the Oklahoma game, the Baylor game. Tate brought up the UCLA game where he's hitting deep shots. He hit one against South Carolina. That crosser that he hit to Lacey coming across, I think it was the final drive to go take the lead. Incredible throw.
Yeah, it was the one that got him inside the 10. And then Durham
Pretty much every time he's put a helmet on and they put him on the field and play tackle football, he's made throws. Wow.
Well, I've seen people say, guys, he could have hit D-balls last year. Yeah, he was overthrowing guys a year ago. He can't get it there this year.
It's an amalgamation, really, of a lot of things, y'all. Like, it truly is. Thank you. Thank you. T-Bob, you listening? No, you're working? Okay.
Now spell it.
Huff.
You. UH.
Oh, I couldn't do it for the lottery numbers right now.
It starts with UH.
It's an A. It starts with an A.
H-M.
UH is crazy.
I mean, it was a joke, clearly.
You sounded out.
Amalga. Yep.
So, it's right now, I don't know what I'm going to give you as a positive. Like, it's that right now. It's scheme, it's performance, it's execution, it's everything right now.
There's no positive. There's no positive spin to it.
No, there's no flow to it. Okay, and we talk about this all the time. Like, when you're in a flow offensively, and you saw Lane Kiffin do it in the game. Like, you make play calls for the rest of the game, not just in that moment.
Yep.
Like, you can make a play call in that moment, that one, I really like this play. Let's go down the chart. Yeah, sure. Let's run that one. And you can make a play. That's not going to be success down the road. Like, as a play caller, you call them and you're like, okay, well, later on, we're going to call this. We're going to have some success. But when we call it, it's going to be a nail in the coffin type call. Right? And you felt like Lane had that in this game. And, right now, it feels like you're just going and looking, I like that play. Let's run that play. But it's not, hey, let's run that to run this. Let's run this to run that later on. And every level of football, that's how you have to be thinking. You have to be thinking about the totality of the game and how you're calling them. And, the first 15 is one thing, and we'll get there, by the way. The first 15's not been great for LSU. But when you're a play caller, that's how it goes. You're running the plays to be successful throughout the game, and you're setting things up throughout the game as well.
A well-called game, well-executed game plan is like storytelling. It's like writing a book. It's like writing a movie. There's a plot. There's a build-up. There is twists. There's turns. There's a climax. There's a conclusion. But it's all part of one story you're creating. You're telling, right? So you are. And it's all on purpose. There's reasons to doing things. There's reason for play calls early because you want to do something later. There is, but to be able to do that, to be able to execute that as a play caller, you have to stay on schedule. You could have the greatest game plan ever thought of, but you can't foresee every time you run the ball, you get stuff to the line of scrimmage. You can't foresee that. So there's a lot of that with it. Yes, the play calling has to be better. The game plan has to be better. Certainly the execution. There is not one person that you can look at that was like, hey, nice work. Good job. And that's coaching staff.
Yeah.
That's players. That's everybody. And it's not just one person either. But to be able to just to go out there and put that performance, no matter what the reason is. I know you're down your best running back. I know, obviously, I don't care what you tell me. I don't care the words you use to spin it, your quarterback is not right. He's not healthy. I don't know why he played last week. You told me he was better. He's clearly not. You can go clip after clip and watch him throw. You can see him wincing after throw. I mean, it's just like.
And we talked about it in length about him playing against Southeastern.
Yeah.
I mean, something.
So I hear the words coming out of your mouth, but what is happening on the field is painting a whole different picture. What's happening on the field statistically from a game plan standpoint and how many throws you're reliant to make behind the line of scrimmage or within a couple of yards of the line of scrimmage is telling me, like, your actions speak so loud, I don't care what you're saying. And that is what we are seeing happening right now. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. I wish he was 100%, but right this second he's not. And it's affecting the outcome of the game. It hadn't leading up to this game. We've gotten away with it. We beat two teams that were supposed to be good, and guess what? They're not very good.
Yeah.
Florida, Clemson, they're not good. We thought they were. They should have been. So we play a team that is on that's on a little bit of a roll. A team that I still believe is going to lose 3 games.
I think Ole Miss is going to lose 3 games this year too. I think that's a 9-3 football team.
So something's got to be fixed. Like, okay, you got away with it the first couple of games, and it still didn't look good. These same concerns were there the first 4 games, right?
Yeah.
But a W in the win column kind of overshadows everything, but you still have to take that deep dive. So we cannot continue to do the same things over and over and expect a different result. Something has to happen. Something's got to change. Adjustments need to be made, whatever they are. They can be big, they can be little, but something's got to be tweaked here and there because I haven't seen much different from a game plan and certainly not an execution standpoint than I did this week from Clemson.
Yeah.
Hadn't been much.
Honestly, like Clemson might have been like the best that it's looked. I think like if you think about like some of the stuff and some of the middle screens and different things they did,
because no one had seen it.
Nobody had seen it, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, like what's the encore to that? So when we come back,
and I don't like I'm seeing these people. I think Kiffin playing chess, Kelly's playing. I don't think that's the case. Like, did Kiffin come off as a genius this past weekend, or did we have a quarterback just couldn't throw the ball because he looks like he's hurt and couldn't run the ball? I don't know if that makes the other coach a genius or not.
I'd say the best thing that Lane did was a couple of the 4th down calls, and
he made some good calls. I mean, he's
3rd down.
Yeah, he's a great offensive call.
Yeah. But to your point, as bad as you played, we could point out 4 or 5 plays that if you execute, not if you something goes down. No, if the play that was there, if you execute the play that was there that was available to you and going to be successful, then the game's completely different. So. But when we come back, I'd like to tell you that we're going to pump some sunshine, but we're not because
never know.
So I got to give you the opening drive so far of every game, and we'll give you that when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to Get Gordon. GetGordon.com is the website. That phone number is your area code in Louisiana, followed by 888-8888. Anywhere in Louisiana, I'll be able to help you out. At Get Gordon's going to be the handle on all major social media. See what they've got going on throughout the local communities in the state of Louisiana. Always got something going on with your favorite LSU and Louisiana athletes, obviously in the communities there throughout the state of Louisiana. So go to the website today. Again, anywhere in the state of Louisiana. Get Gordon and get it done.
That's right. Get it done. Get Gordon. Gordon McKernan, injury attorneys. Look, if you've been injured, whether it's a car accident, whether you're driving to work, coming home, whether it's at work, whatever it is, let Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys fight for you. They've been doing it all over Louisiana for a long time. We know the name. We've seen the billboards, whatever. That's because they can help you. Go to getgordon.com.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
While Louisiana politics can seem like they're from another planet, Moon Griffon isn't afraid to bring politicians back down to earth. Listen to the Moon Griffon Show weekday mornings at 9 on Talk 107.3.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
Have you got color in your cheeks? Do you ever get that feel that you can't shift, the tide that sticks around like summits in your teeth?
All right, welcome back in. OTB here on this Monday morning, continuing to break down LSU's loss to the Ole Miss Rebels on the road in Oxford. All right, Matt.
We having fun yet or what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
all right,
sure,
so
good.
Here's what I want to give you. And CB and I talked about it on the broadcast. Here's your opening drives so far this year. Right, so your scripted plays, the ones that you've got, it's 10 to 15 depending on who your coordinator is. I don't know how LSU does it. I've always played with a coach that like to have 15 scripted plays. Those were the plays you felt really good about before anybody made adjustments. These 15 plays should be your best plays. Would you say like that's how it was for you in your career?
They're usually the most well thought out plays. I would never say they're the best, but they're. Most of my team.
Hey, Mike McCarthy getting thrown under the bus.
And this isn't this is every coach, every level. Most of the coaches' first 15 were like, "You want to see how smart I am? Watch this." Usually doesn't get rolling until like after those 15 plays
watch
are
this
done.
drive.
Now watch this drive.
All right, against the Clemson Tigers, your first drive, 6 plays, 36 yards, punt. Your first drive against Louisiana Tech. 4 plays, 11 yards, interception. Your first series against the Florida Gators, 3 plays, 6 yards, punt. Your first series against Southeastern, 3 plays, 5 yards, punt. Your first series against the Ole Miss Rebels, 3 plays, 4 yards, punt. So you've had 4 punts and 1 interception in your opening drive of your 5 games so far this year. It's not that case. It's not that case last year. And also, you're a team that likes to be aggressive and you like to take the ball. Win or lose the coin toss, like you want the ball.
Sure.
So that's also something. And look, if I came here and there wasn't a lot of touchdowns, or maybe you get some field goals on these opening drives, you want to get points, and points are great, right? Certainly to start off the game. But I think the most troublesome thing is 36 yards being your most.
Right.
And remember, that was, I think, I could be wrong here. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think Caden Durham breaking like a couple of tackles at the line of scrimmage and then going the opposite way was most of the yardage against Clemson.
That was first play, right?
I'm pretty sure that was the opening drive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So outside of the Clemson game, we're talking about 26 yards on your opening drive in the next 4 games. 26 yards, 4 games, opening drive. That's, again, like North Turner, who I played for, like opening drive was like his baby. Like he was so adamant, and so like maybe it's me. maybe it's something that I take, too close to heart.
Sure.
But I know for sure 20-something yards in 4 games. 1 against an FCS opponent, 1 against one from Coosa, and then 2 SEC games. That dog will not hunt.
No, I think the motto of most coaches at most every single sport is always start fast. Start fast. So yes, you're trying to work the best plays that you have. You're trying to you have a whole week of film. You have a whole offseason of film, but you have multiple games to watch of a defense that you're about to go, and you're scripting plays that are going to, well, at least put you in the best chance to stay on schedule. And I know we talk about this. You might be tired of hearing us say stay on schedule, but it is the most important thing in the game of football to do as an offense and for a quarterback and for confidence of everybody and for rhythm and to get into that quote-unquote zone that everybody likes to get into. It's because you stay on schedule. As a quarterback, and a play caller, it's really easy to do sometimes, but we used to always say, man, don't get bored. Don't get bored as a quarterback. Don't get bored
at every level of football. Don't get bored. Yes, I try. Oh my gosh,
just don't get bored.
That's
with
what
taking
the defense
what they
wants you to do. They want you to get bored. They want you to force something.
They do, and as a play caller, as a quarterback, and it's and I'm not saying that we are. I'm just saying what we're doing is not really working. So you have your first 15. This is kind of how it works. You got your first 15 based on normal down and distance. And then let's just say you run your first 2 plays out of your first 15. You're not automatically going to run the third because it might be third down. If it's 3rd and 7 to 8, then you go on your play calling sheet. You go to this little column that is a 3rd and 7 to 10 or 3rd and 6 to 9 or whatever, however you break it down.
Right.
You go to that and you have 6 or 7 plays under that 3rd and 7 to 10. And you call that play. And then you get a first down. You go back to play number 3 on your first 15. Yeah. And you might call 3, 4. Okay, we got a first down. Let's go to 5, 6. Oh, it's 3rd down again. Third and 3 to 5. Let me go to my 3rd and 3 to 5. That's how that kind of works. So it's not like we're calling 15 straight plays.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. But this is in a normal down and distance situation. That's not a 3rd and uncomfortable. This is the plays we're going to call. Right. So, I mean, it might take you halfway through the second quarter to get through your first 15. And if you're like Ole Miss, it might take you till like 4 minutes into the game to get through your first 15 because they ran 50 plays in the first half. But that's kind of how it goes. And for whatever reason, we're just not executing. I don't know if people are nervous, if people are pressing, if they're trying to make something happen. So what happens a lot of times, this psychology of the human being, like when things aren't going your way, you press harder sometimes.
Yeah.
And you press and you try to make things happen. When in football, that gets you beat. That puts what we're seeing on the field, if you're pressing too much. You just got to let it come to you. Like, I'm watching the first play of the game right now, and maybe in the second hour, maybe we'll go through the first drive of the offense and just kind of like, I don't have a detailed breakdown of it. I don't have a lot of like teaching coaching points, but let's talk through it. What plays they're running, what the read should be on that play, and why it didn't work. I think that might be a good little exercise.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I don't even want to be like, all right, hey, let's pull up play number 47. And like, I just want to like watch a play. I don't care if you tell me what play it is,
right?
Like you said, and just like go through it.
Yep.
And like, okay, like here's why this didn't work. Here's what needs to happen. And I'd love to do that at some point here today. But I know one thing: you have got to be better on the opening drive of these games. You got to put a drive together, even if it ends in a punt. If you go 6 plays, 45 yards, and maybe you don't convert the third down, it's got to be better than in the last 4 games: 11, 6, 5, and 4 yards on your opening drive. All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here on this Monday morning.
Off the bench.
All right, go to allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com. Buying new, leasing, or renting, every single thing is available. So if you want to go check out what they have for you and your family, if you want to have your needs always met, go see them over at All Star. They've got mid-size SUVs. They've got full-size SUVs. They've got trucks. They've got vans. They've got sedans. They have hybrids. They have multiple options, and they've got the option for you. So, again, if you're buying new, if you're leasing, if you're renting, everything is available in all 3 of those processes. allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
You see me doing this?
Now watch me whip.
International sign of driving a Toyota right there. From All-Star Toyota. Look, if you want to, after this weekend, if you just want to get away, if you want to get off the grid and just go stare at trees for a little bit and just think, go rent a car right there at All-Star Toyota. Per-day rental prices, better than per-day rental prices when you get at the airport places. So go see them today. Go give them a call. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Children's School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in OTB Monday morning.
Wish they would have got Modest Mouse to play halftime show.
Name another Modest Mouse song besides this one.
Name one Bad Bunny song.
I can name multiple.
I cannot.
That's an indictment, I feel like.
Was it Danny that loved Bad Bunny so much?
Danny also loved Bad Bunny.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. I didn't know if it was Mario or Danny, but one of them loved.
Me and Danny love
Bad Bunny. Okay.
Puerto Rico?
Shout out Danny.
Puerto Rico?
He's Puerto Rican.
He didn't
Not
sing
Danny,
Despacito, does
but
he?
Bad Bunny.
No. Huh?
He didn't sing Despacito, does he?
No,
Close.
he's not in it either.
Very close.
That's a good song right there.
It's a good song.
Get those people to play halftime show.
Hey, I do want to. One other thing that I want to say. I mean, we got lots to say. I'm lying. It ain't just one thing. And y'all gonna be like, oh, of course. Anybody want to tell me the longest run that LSU's had this year?
Oh, I think it's they closed out Florida with the long one, right? With Caden Durham. That was like a 70-yarder.
Well, it's 50-something. It's 51, I believe, actually. This is
I
the
mean,
longest run.
That's got to be it.
Yeah, it is. 51 yards.
That was the long one.
That was a long. Yeah. Harlan Berry had a long one against, I think, Tech. Great individual effort. Anybody want to tell me what formation that was out of?
Oh, gosh.
And who was in?
That was, you had the two lead blockers. You had two
you're in I
fullbacks.
formation. You actually
Piper and Bauer
get offset I. Yeah.
Was it 22?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it might have been 23. It might have been 23 personnel.
Yeah, might have been. It looked like victory formation.
You had Bauer Sharp and Jack Piper in fullback.
Okay, and all jokes aside, and y'all know I'm always fighting for the fullback and being a meathead. You ran it one time, and you ran it for 51 yards. When's the next time we saw it?
You haven't seen it before or after.
Yeah, but remember that time we threw that pop past the receiver for a yard?
I thought you were about to say something.
Let's just keep doing that one.
And I mean that, dude, you closed out the game against a good, Florida's a bad team, but defense is good defense. And you closed out the game, and you got in 23 personnel. I think it was 23. And you got an I formation, and then you still had an offset fullback, a little offset I. And you ran the football, and you ran it 51 yards. Hadn't seen it again. And Jack Pyburn played fullback at Florida, so that's it's not new to him.
Can I tell you that a defense loves when an offense is in shotgun every single play? Because it vanillas up the entire offense. When you're trying to run a 1 through 4 down offense, it vanillas it up.
Yep.
Especially when you can't throw the ball very effectively. Defensive coordinators smile if they see that. Go into the center.
Yeah, more of this when we come back, hour 2.
It's fun.
Off the bench.
We're having fun.
We do have fun on Fridays.
Yeah, we do.
When we go out to Rouse's on Burbank.
Are you talking about your local Rouse's market?
That I am. You can go to rouses.com to see which one is closest to you. It is always going to be something local. If you want to get your My High, you get it at Rouse's. Right? They're all about supporting this area. And when you go to the website and we give you the website, it's for a reason. We want you to find the one that is, near you, but also it's going to pull up all the specials, all the offers that they have going on this week. And it's always going to be a ton of those. And you can check those out again at rouses.com and come see us on Football Fridays at Rouse's.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that we would send you to a website of a grocery store, but that's where you can find deals, you can find coupons, you can find all the things to get. And so if you're going to do your grocery shopping this week, and we have to do it, it's a necessity, make sure you're doing it local. So go visit your local Rouse's Market today.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve.
The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even JB could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of JB Falgood.
River Parish Contractors has immediate openings for structural steel shop fabricators. Call or text Big Jake today at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com and click on employment. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
Mornings with Brian Haldane is the only live and local talk show in the capital city. Get the news from the newsmakers, along with traffic and weather updates throughout the morning. The conversation starts weekday mornings at 6 on Talk 107.3.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Monday, September 29th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect partly cloudy skies with a high of 91. In hour 2 of today's show, we'll continue to break down LSU's loss to Ole Miss, and we'll recap Saints versus Bills. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN, and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane studios, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane studio.
All right, welcome back in. It is hour number 2 of OTB. We had a lot going on at the start of the show, so let's continue with what we were talking about, but also let's get this hour number 2 started.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of GoFlow Ivy Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
Yeah, look, we just didn't want you to be angry at our friends over at GoFlow to start the show, right? GoFlowIV.com
we waited.
Is the website. And look, if you want to go ahead and get hydrated, or maybe you had a longer night than you expected and you want to go feel a little bit better, it is always a good idea to go see them over at GoFlowIV.com, 225-953-8150.
Yeah, you need a little energy. The show's a little down right now. Everybody's a little down. Everyone's a little upset. Hey, how about a little shot of B12 to get your week started? I might go see that a little bit later this afternoon. So go get yourself an IV. Go get vitamized. Go get hydrated right there. Jefferson, near Bocage. GoFlow IV Spa.
All right, so I'm trying to find it where it was in the chat. I can't really find it. Let's see. Oh, right, there it is. From Jared, and you mentioned this earlier, but I didn't even know you were talking about one singular game. And Jared asked, what's the number of passes behind the line of scrimmage we have to be leading the SEC? I'll look up that number as Matt's talking here. But
In the
Matt,
SEC, yeah.
well, I don't even know, leading, but I'll tell you exactly how many it is. But Matt did mention 11, not this year, 11 in this game.
In this past game. 38 pass attempts.
We're at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, 38 pass attempts against Ole Miss, 11 of them behind or at the line of scrimmage, which, means screens. You're not going to throw a real pass route at the line of scrimmage unless, it could be a check down or swing route, but 11 pass routes behind the line of scrimmage. If you take those pass attempts away, our passes down the field, we were at 40% completion, which, if you're doing the math on that, that's called losing football right there.
42 for the year.
42 total passes behind the line of scrimmage.
42 passes at or behind the line of scrimmage.
And we did that. We broke the first 3 weeks down, I believe, before the Southeastern game, us kind of making our case, like something's not right. The game plan has changed based on something that is not right. We don't know what it is. Then the ab stuff came out. We were hoping he wouldn't play. I don't know if it actually would have helped. I have no idea. We don't know the details of it. But all we can tell you, based on a game plan, based on these stats of how many passes behind the line of scrimmage, how many screen passes, the lack of production down the field, even the lack of attempts. We had a lot more attempts this past week, but maybe we shouldn't have. Because it wasn't good down the field. That's something, based on all that, something's not right. And we talked about it hour one. If you're just joining us, we're talking about Garrett Nussmeier's lack of production, and we can all see it. Not playing well. Passing game is not a threat. And if that's your biggest threat, and it's not a threat, it's not a good situation.
Well, it is your biggest threat because right now you're not threatening anybody in the run game.
No, there's not one person in the SEC or outside the SEC for that matter, I guess, because Southeastern sure wasn't, that is afraid of your running game.
Yeah,
they're not afraid of how your linemen are blocking it. They're not afraid of the scheme. They're not afraid of the footwork your linemen are using. They're not afraid of the footwork the running backs are using. We've seen running backs miss holes, miss reads, but we've also seen them not have any holes or reads to make. So there's not just one thing to point out in this whole situation. The easy thing, the easy pickings is, play calling or, Nussmeier's production. Something's not right with Nussmeier. I don't know if we'll probably never know, but I can tell you it's got to be a fact, right? There's no way that it's not based on what we've seen. Now, if this is his first year starting, I'd just be like, oh, he's just not very good, I guess. But we know he is.
Yeah.
It's not just what he's done in the past is not an accident. And it's certainly not an accident that this big of a drop-off in his production and the way it looks. But there's not just one thing to point at on the offense. It's everything. Literally everything. Aaron Anderson has been the bright spot, the absolute biggest bright spot of the offense this season, and he goes down early in the game.
Yeah, he went down, and, he's that guy that you go to in, any clutch situation. Certainly that's been the point of emphasis in every clutch situation over really the last year and a half there. But, there's so many different things that you could point out offensively right now, and most of them, if not all of them, are negative.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of what, at times, if I was to pick out a positive, there was clean enough pockets at most of the game to be able to throw out of. But then it turns right back into the frustrating part of having a clean pocket. to throw out of.
Yep. And I think it's probably like if you're listening out there, you're like, man, this is got a real negative right now because we lost. Like if we would have somehow pulled it off, which we easily could have pulled the game off, right?
Yeah.
One play here, 2 plays here, whatever it is, easily could have played. The tone's a lot different. And I get that. And you're absolutely right. The tone's always different when you lose, according to when you win. Loses highlight everything even more. But there's been deficiencies we've talked about every single week. Now, you highlight a lot more positive because everything is still, because it hasn't like jumped up to bite you just yet. There have been deficiencies on the offense all year long. We haven't seen any on the defense this year. This is, I mean, they would probably tell you the worst defensive performance, and it was still pretty good. It was still winning defense, winning football out there on the defense.
I know the yards they gave up, but they were on the field for 90 plays. 90
plays. 50 in the first half.
90 plays.
Mm-hmm. Sure, you could say, like, get off the field.
I mean, A.J. Halsey, who's on the field for 88 plays, played incredible, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, A.J. Halsey was a dude out there. I thought P.J. Woodland played great. Like, he made the adjustment, right? They were one-on-one coverage. They were throwing those back shoulders. The referees weren't letting them hand fight. And so, look, and you have to play to how they're officiating the game. And then he figured it out, and he went out there, and he made a hell of a play on an interception and almost took it all the way back. I thought TaMarcus Cooley played another great game. Like, there's performances on the defense that are winning football. Now, do you want to get off the field on third down? Absolutely. That was the story of the game for you on the defensive side of the football. They were 50%. They were 8 of 16 on third down. But when you pair it with kind of the game flow and things you had to do to win the game, I thought there was enough winning plays on defense to win the game.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say. Can't say the same thing about offense.
Yeah, for sure. There was enough, especially going against that team. There almost the secondary was not that good. They looked pretty good. They looked the part. They played fast. They played quick, but they shouldn't have been able to match up with our offense and our talent. But yeah, it's easy after a loss. I get it. It's easy pickings to come in here and talk negative. And if we would have won, maybe it's what's way more positive, obviously. But that was the first time all the deficiencies that we have seen and kind of talked about and pointed out, and you know, all the fans can see it. Even when you're winning a game, if you can't run the ball, if you can't do this, if you can't throw it deep, all these different things. There's always hope that it's going to change and it's not going to bite you in the butt and put a loss in the loss column. Like there's always kind of hope. Like, we're doing this bad, but we just got to change this. Well, if you don't change it, eventually it's gonna catch up to you. Yeah. And then at that point, once it does catch up to you, then it's like, well, we didn't make the adjustments. We didn't make the changes. We didn't get better here. We didn't go through our mistakes last week and cut those mistakes out. And then you get a loss in the loss column that you shouldn't have. And yes, the defense, that's our identity this year. Defense is our identity. I didn't have that on the bingo card, but it is. And that's just the fact of the matter. So it's easy to highlight, man, you got to get off third down. But they did play winning football. Ole Miss made some plays. Lane Kiffin made a couple of good play calls. I still don't think that Chambliss is a championship caliber quarterback. I think Ole Miss will lose a couple of games this year. I was trying to find a positive way to end that.
Oh, no.
Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
I will say, you know, obviously the one drive for the defense was in the fourth quarter where you gave them, 50 yards free. You gave them penalty yards, and I think that was it was a touchdown drive. But Wes Weeks, it's about to be 2nd and 20, right? And he's rushing the passer, and he does a good job of forcing a throw, and it's an errant throw, and you push him at the end. And you get 15 yards. And that drive, they ended up getting 50 penalty yards. So half the field in a penalty situation. Like that one hurt as much as any of them. Because you had plays, obviously, that you were going out there, you were successful, you had the right call, and then unfortunately, I have to go back and see exactly when that.
I think the biggest,
how many plays that
from
drive
a defensive
was.
standpoint, the biggest negative takeaway that I took from the game was our lack of communication and our missed assignments in the pre-snap lineup off of a timeout.
Yeah,
I believe I counted it 2 times out of a timeout on the field, where it was a big play, either third down, or maybe it was a 2-point conversion. I can't remember what it was. That we had to line up, and they motioned. We didn't make an adjustment. And there was one time there was 2 defenders to cover 3 receivers out to the right. They just didn't make I think the communication. I don't know what happened. You would think it's the best time to be prepared is coming out of a timeout, because you get to talk to the coaches face to face. Everyone's huddled up, talking to their position coaches, talking about, all right, this is the defense we're running. If they motion here, this is what we're doing. If they stay in this formation, this is how we're attacking it. I think that was probably the only part of the day that I was like real disappointed in on the defense, was just simple things, lining up right on defense, coming out of a timeout. Those are the only 2 things. Like, there's other things, the third down efficiencies, some PI calls, things like that you could really harp on. But like those are combative penalties. Those are combative mistakes. Like, your guys are trying, they're holding them to a minimal amount of points. Your offense is getting 3 and out, so we're on the field a lot. We're tired, we're exhausted, but we're fighting through it. But like a mental error from that standpoint was really the only thing that I was like, man, we got to clean that part up.
Yeah, it was that second quarter touchdown drive that I was talking about. It was 5 plays, 70 yards, and I believe 50 of it was from penalty yards, because you had them on their 30-yard line. You get a stop for no gain. They get a holding call, so now it backs it up to the 20-yard line, so it's 1st and 20. It was going to be an incomplete pass, and that's when West Weeks gets a 15-yard penalty for roughing the passer, so they get it back on the 35, and then you've got incompletion. Now you're at 3rd and 10, but you get an offsides penalty, so now it's 3rd and 5. Okay, so another penalty, and then they complete a pass for 12 yards, and then they complete another pass before you get a 14-yard penalty, and then a 15-yard penalty, and then you have a 15-yard touchdown run. So, I mean, that drive, that's really the one. That's our first touchdown. So you just start to play the what-if game, and we always play it, right? What if you don't get the initial roughing the passer and 2nd and 20? That's not a quarterback that you want to live 2nd and 20 if you're Ole Miss, right? That's not his skill set. So those are the kind of plays that we're talking about, because you give them new life. They get it back out to the 35, and then here they go. And then, you get 2 pass interference penalties in that drive as well. That's a big moment in the game. Yep. I mean, because you're talking about second quarter, you're up. You're up 7-3, and then, it's only 1:40 off the clock there. I believe that's what the time of possession was. Yeah, 1:40 in that drive. And again, 50 of the 70 yards from penalties.
I'm sure if we stopped them right there, we would have lined up, gone under center with a fullback, run it about 50 yards down the sideline. It would have been a big play.
All right,
then after that, big play action fake, dime piece down the field. Hey, you want to know something positive? I would say most everyone here projected LSU to be 10-2. So, got one to give still.
You got a mulligan?
We got a mulligan.
You got a mulligan.
So, hey, not bad. Not bad. I projected us 11-1, so.
You did.
Got to win out, but everyone else was 10-2. So, guess what? Nobody expected us to go undefeated, did we?
All right, so of your next 6 games to go 5-1, you got, 7 games. Well, I'm not going to be that disrespectful to Western Kentucky. You've got South Carolina at home. You got Vanderbilt on the road. They look pretty good. You got Texas A&M at home. They look pretty good. You got at Alabama. That game certainly looks different now.
Oh, boy.
Might have burned that one down a little too soon. You've got Arkansas at home. Who knows when you have an interim coach what that's going to look like. You've got Western Kentucky at home, and then you're on the road to Oklahoma. That's what you have coming up.
I don't love how good Ty Simpson is at football. Doesn't make me happy.
They are definitely not burning.
Yeah, because he turns out he's a really good quarterback. Can really spin that thing. Who would have saw that coming? We certainly did. They might have burned, but they're rebuilding. They're rebuilding fast.
Yeah, it's not one of those that goes down to the stud situations.
No, they've rebuilt, and it looks like they've built pretty strong too. They looked really good. Ty Simpson played really good football. I was watching that. I was impressed with all the decision making his timing, his footwork, just looked under control of the offense, looked control of his reads. And when he spun it, like he threw a post that was beautiful. That was dropped.
All right, stop. Just stop. No more nice things about.
Just like, yep.
All right, before we take this break, I want to remind you about our friends over at Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Go to the website, yourgoodwood.com, yourgoodwood.com, 225-4GD-WOOD, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. right there on Drusilla Lane in Baton Rouge. Again, yourgoodwood.com, 225-4GD-WOOD. That is the phone number. Give them a call. Book that consultation today. All right.
All the kids have been dropped off, by the way. Carpool is over.
Okay. That is
we
good.
can say light curse words every now and then.
Okay, light curse words. When do we come back here on OTB?
Off the bench.
Light ones, though, bud.
Light. Yes, between you and Patrick Willis, we got to be real careful about some of the stuff y'all say. Go to centralplumbing.org, 225-925-8552, 24/7 emergency service number, weekend, holidays, game day. Does not matter. They'll be there for you, but it's not only in Central, and it's not only in emergencies. Now, the greater Baton Rouge area, we are talking to you. Not only in emergencies, because you can upgrade. You can remodel with them at your home or your business. You go tankless today with a tankless water heater. Never run out of hot water. Again, centralplumbing.org.
Central Plumbing, the Payne family, man, they have been the experts. They have been doing this a long time in the Baton Rouge area, and they are the experts. So if you got a project going on, if you have a renovation at your house, maybe you're building a renovation at your workplace, whatever it is, commercial, residential, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how big, how small the project is. Central Plumbing is your answer, and 24/7 emergency service, 225-925-8552, centralplumbing.org.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Supreme Jasmine is premium American-grown rice. From local farms to your table, every grain is supreme. Pick up a bag of Jasmine or any other of our Supreme American rice.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, Pearl Jam, and the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Builders School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in OTB Monday morning.
Have we ever looked forward to a Tuesday before? It's kind of how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think we've ever looked forward to a Tuesday. You got to have some tough conversations with yourself during this bye week, offensively, and for the offensive staff, for the offensive personnel. And I understand you got to get people healthy, like, because there's something going on, right?
Don't know what it is.
You got to get people healthy. Your right tackle before this game gets hurt in pregame warmups, and he's out of the game. Your quarterback's dealing with something. Your starting running back is dealing with an ankle. Your center, who's playing through an ankle, right? Now, those are not excuses. Like, if you're out there, you're telling me you're good enough to play, you got to play. And you got to play. And if you're not, you can't play. That's another part of it. If you're not healthy enough to help your team, like, you got to, man, I mean, it sucks. I hated it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do it. So,
but you can't ask the kid.
No. Yeah.
Can't be like, hey, you want to play?
Yeah, because I'm gonna meet him. I'm like, yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm literally looking like I remember I had whatever injury, like knee or plantar fasciitis. It's like you got like a peg leg, basically, walking like a pirate out there. Can you go? Yeah, I'm good.
For sure, I'll give you everything I got.
Right. So get healthy and get innovative and get something that works. When I say get innovative, that doesn't mean double reverse screen pass. Like, that's not what that means. Innovation can be from what we're talking about, like getting in 23 personnel and saying, hey, you know what? We're not very good at running the football out of shotgun. We're not very good at running it out of pistol. We got to do something. Well, that's a something. So innovation does not mean trick them.
No.
That's not what we're talking about.
No, it's, tighten it up a little bit. Innovation could be simplifying. It can be going back to basics and teaching the basics a lot better. And look, I think it's easy pickings to sit here and complain and point fingers at play calling or play design. We got to do this, we got to do that, because you, as fans, as people watching something, that we have no way to control an outcome of a game. All we can do is cheer and complain, right? That's football. That's fandom. That's what makes this game great. Those are the things that we can do. That's the only thing that we can control, because we can't control an outcome. But it's easy to say play calling this. And what I heard a lot this weekend, and what I've seen a lot in the chat today and on the socials, is a lot of talk about the 2-point conversion play.
Mm-hmm.
How it was, the worst play call they've ever seen in their lives. It was awful. It was brutal, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I think I would have called a different play myself. But, Taylor, I'd like to go to the tape if we can. And let's just look at this 2-point conversion play. You see all the time, you see teams that will run the ball on 2-point conversion plays. And we talked about it the other day. Like, if your back's against the wall, if you have a 2-point conversion play throughout the week and it's game plan, I talked about the play calling chart. Like, there's a 2-point conversion and a gotta have it. It's the same section. It's called 2-point / gotta have it. And that is, those are the plays. You got 3 of them. If you run out of those 3, you go back to number 1 and you do them over. So this is the play. Like, we got to have it. This is the play we're going to run, because we've seen what we've seen on defense, how they like to line up. They're going to give us a 4-man front. They're going to put 1, maybe 2 people in the box. So that's the play that we chose this week. And a lot of people are complaining about that and the execution. Like, you don't want to hand the ball off to somebody, 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. All of those are valid points that people make. But at the end of the day, you have to execute the play. Everybody does. So we're going to watch this play, and I want you to watch our left tackle. If our left tackle makes a simple block, the ball carrier walks into the end zone. Our left tackle whiffs, okay? So It's easy for everyone watching who we're not going back and rewinding this thing over and over, be like, that's the worst play call I've ever seen in my life. That was terrible, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, whether it's a good play call or a bad play call,
you got to execute the play call.
If we touch the defensive end, if our left tackle touches him, he doesn't touch him.
Maybe whisper to him or something.
Maybe whisper to him. And we're going to go to the back here. He does not touch him, and he makes the play in the backfield. Yes, Bauer Sharp doesn't make a great block cross-keying across the line of scrimmage, but that guy doesn't make the play if 8 is able to hit the hole full speed. And he doesn't touch him.
Yeah, there's nowhere, yeah.
And I want you to watch. And we're going to go back. He doesn't touch him.
Why is he stepping back?
I don't know. I don't understand what his footwork is off.
He's
steps
hinging.
right.
Why are you hinging? You're the play side tackle.
Yeah, you just fire off. I don't know if he – so I've seen 71 get confused a few times on schemes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he thinks – I don't know if he got the call that Bauer Sharp wasn't going across.
Mm-hmm.
But then let's go back and look at it. Let's just – now that we've seen the back end, if you go through it, if he just touches the left tackle, 8 has a really good shot. I would say a good ball carrier like that, he's scoring that 80% of the time.
Yeah, because Anderson actually does a nice job at receiver at going down.
Talking about right through here. He's going to hit the hole right here. Yeah, Bauer Sharp. And you're going to say, Bauer, the guy that Bauer, he would have made the play. But no, he's going to be hitting it.
And I've been in that situation that Bauer Sharp's in, coming across the formation. He's trying to line it up too soon. He's trying to line it up and chop his feet, and that's where you get in trouble because they're coming like a bat out of hell off the edge. So you like Bauer just to go right now.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. Like, it's not what I would have called either. I don't like it, but
and there's a lot of plays that we could go through.
That.
And it's everything. It's not just one person. It's not just the play caller. It's not just the quarterback. It's not just the left tackle. It's not just whoever. There's everybody. There's mistakes all the way through film. And that's football. Like, even when you blow somebody out, you can go through and pick 15, 20 plays out that someone made a mistake that could have been a big play. It just gets highlighted in a loss. But I had to say that because that's all I hear about is like the bad play call on that 2-point conversion. Okay, whether it was or whether it wasn't, if you make a baseline block, a block that gets taught on day one, just fire off and hit the defensive end. You don't even have to you don't have to make a great block. Just touch him.
Yeah.
Just touch him.
Give outside hand presence on his shoulder.
Something. I think he slapped his wrist when he came by.
Pick out another random play. Like, I really don't care. And I promise y'all, like,
how much time we go?
It doesn't matter. I don't care. Only one person.
All right, we talked about it earlier. Let's go to the first drive. Let's just watch the first 3 plays. We went 3 and out. First drive of the game. Hold on, we're connected. Hey, but the good news is
the 3 plays for 4 yards.
The good news is that the screen thing is working. Just takes a little long. All right, we're good. All right, so this is play 1 of the game. So we talked about the first 15, scripting the first 15. So, all right, we're coming out. Joe Sloan's like, all right, let's get started. Let's get a good completion to our quarterback. Little 3-step drop. We're going to take an out. If the out route's there to the field, we're going to take it. My concern is, okay, we did complete the pass.
Well, actually, they reviewed it.
They reviewed it. Okay, that's right. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
They called it a completion, then they reviewed it.
But I will say this. First play of the game, you got a lot of nerves flowing. I get it. And sometimes you misread. You got a little tunnel vision on the first play of the game. But all day long, this pass should go the out route. This is a minus on Garrett. It should be 3-step drop, out route. You got cover 3, corners bailing. No way that Nickel Sam's going to get to that outside guy. You should be ripping the out route.
Yeah.
But it's okay. He still put it on there. I'd like to see Bauer Sharp just stick his foot in the ground. Boom, stick your foot in the ground. I tell my kids this all the time.
All the time.
Like, stick your foot in the ground. Don't drift up the field. Boom. Stick your foot in the ground. That's on the throw. Okay. You didn't make your first read. Fine. You came back, made a good read, made a good throw. Bauer sharp. Got to stick your foot in the ground. That's on you, Bauer.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll look from the back end. I don't like Garrett's footwork here. He's getting a little hoppy. I saw Ty Simpson do this a lot the other day, like on a 3-step drop, put that back foot in the ground. You want to put that back foot in the ground, create power, and be ready to rip it. Garrett's kind of hopping here and relying on only arm. Hop, and then he's just throwing with his arm. Don't love that, but first play of the game, a lot of nerves, a lot of different things happening. I don't think I ever looked good first play of the game either. All right, so we've run this play a bunch. So now we're second down, 2nd and 10. All right. Press. Cut.
That's a good play.
It's a good play.
It's a good run by Xavier Thomas.
Outside zone, watch from the back here. Outside zone, you press the outside zone. You want to press that outside, that C gap, D gap.
That's a great run.
It is a great run. Press. That's perfect. That's
go back.
Well executed.
Yep. Also, like you'd like the center guard, you like that combo block to be cleaner.
Yeah,
like, that's got to be. And right now, that's just like, why are you pushing your own guy in his back right now? Like, go help him and then get to your guy.
Yeah.
Why are we waiting?
Yeah,
get to your guy. He's got him. He is fully got. He is outside the guard. You can't do anything.
Yep.
Go right now. Like, there's no waiting. There's no wait. Like, there should be no waiting by Moore right there. Go right now. Get to your guy.
The only thing I don't like, left tackle here, he's got to work up to 6. There's a nub corner on the backside. He gets his eyes to the corner after the snap, which I don't love. He gets his eyes to the corner. He shouldn't. Got to be disciplined. You're just working up and getting to 6.
Yeah.
Now, 6 makes a play, but that's an impossible block by 71. You're not going to, like, cut him off inside.
Right.
So, but good play. I mean,
good run by Thomas.
And when we say press it, what you want to do, what a good zone team does, you watch the good NFL teams, running backs are taught to press the line of scrimmage wide until the cutback presents itself. And it never presents itself. You keep going.
Yeah.
And he does a great job. Look at Xavion's eyes. They're outside press. Boom. Perfect. Stick your nose in there. Love it. Great play. All right, third down. Third down conversion. What were we, 2 of 15, 2 of 16, something like that. Third down was piss poor. Okay. All right, make a couple of line adjustments. So it's a 3-man rush here. We got a triple slant combination up top, which I've never loved a triple slant. I think the outside guy should run about a 5-yard in route on the triple slant. Pretty good coverage, pretty good throw, but I guess the key of this right here, they're dropping 8. So if you're running 4 receiver routes, becomes a 5 receiver route with a back leaking out against 8 guys, advantage defense, right? But guess what? They can't hold up forever unless left tackle gets whiffed on. 3. So there's a couple of things here that I don't like. Of course, I don't like left tackle getting beat one-on-one that fast. You're throwing a 3-step slant route and he gets destroyed. But I was texting y'all during the game. Garrett can help himself here. So it's a 6-man protection because 8 stays in. He stays in to block. You can see it. He's keying his guys. There's no reason not to fan the left side here. Fan out your left guard, your left tackle to the 2 most dangerous, and put your back on number 30. What they do is they end up 4-man sliding. So left guard, center, right guard, right tackle, 4-man sliding to the right and leaving left tackle one-on-one. Avoid one-on-one blocks as much as you can, especially in the quick game. That's what I always say. So there's no reason not to fan this out. So if they fan this, even if 71 whiffs, 65's there to help him inside. And I don't know if he thought he had a fan and could just set outside and let him swim under, but you see a 4-man slide to the right, creates a one-on-one. The guy gets beat. Garrett can help himself with this protection call. It's a 3-step drop. There's really no reason to 4-man slide.
Yeah, I'd also
just
like
fan it out.
It's tough, I guess, because of different levels. But maybe Juwan can give some presence to his left tackle. He's going through the same gap where the free rushers, right there, just a rib shot.
Yeah, he can. That's true. And then I go back to the wide view here.
Again, that's not Juwan Johnson's responsibility. That's not his guy. He's not thinking that right now because he's got protection responsibilities. But you also have to know that guy's got a free path to the quarterback. You got to take that hit off your quarterback.
Yep. This is just football nerd stuff here. I don't like Trey Dez's route on this. He has like a quickie slant. That's what they call that. That third guy on a triple slant. He's got a cross face at 30 down here. Anywho,
well,
that's it.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was perfect.
Yeah.
Did we have a good punt?
I don't remember. There was one that went on the side of his foot.
What was the hang time?
Chadwick's actually been good this year. Which
There we go.
wasn't great in full camp.
There we go.
But he's been really good this year.
Hey, Tiger fans.
Special teams was the highlight of the game Saturday. Just kidding. I actually don't think that the defense had that bad of a game. I think they were just out on the field forever.
No, I think the defense made winning plays.
Yes.
Oh.
If you're nitpicking, you can say some of the third downs for sure. But the defense made winning plays with winning effort. Your DBs played really good.
Mm-hmm.
They made adjustments within the game.
Yeah.
Things that weren't going their way, they adjusted and made plays based off of that.
Yep. And look, like we just showed you 3 plays. That was the first 3 plays. Like there was nothing wrong with the scheme of any of those plays. There's nothing wrong with the game planning of any of those plays. It was a little bit of execution, little things you can tighten up from protection call here. Run a sharper route. Bauer Sharp needs to put his foot in the ground. I thought the running play was a successful play. Just got to execute it. There's little things as a quarterback or as an offensive line that you can do to help yourself. Left tackle gets beat, but look, we can fan that side and give him a little help.
Yeah.
It's not make things too hard.
And again, like football is the ultimate. You got to do more than your job says. It's just the way it is. Like you have to be able to read and react sometimes. And I'd like to see the running back just give him a shot to the ribs. Because I know, look, you could tell he wasn't in a hurry to get out in his route. He had protection. He's looking, then he gets out. Man, you got to feel that, and you got to put your elbow right in that rib. And you take a shot off your quarterback, and you keep him clean. Now, I don't know if it gets completed. I don't know that affected it, but it takes a shot off your quarterback. So there's a lot of stuff. We'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here on this Monday morning.
Off the bench.
All right, Trash.
Woo!
Trash Rangers.
Trash.
TrashRangers.com. Sign up for commercial residential service. Also, we've been telling you about over the last couple of days, the sanitation department now. Matt's going to tell you a little bit more about that. I'll tell you about the roll-off dumpsters, 3 different sizes to choose from. Big jobs made easy with roll-off dumpsters, fast delivery, flexible rental terms, and no hidden fees. So go to their website today. You can see all that information. You can find the contact information in the top left corner, 225-612-2477, and always online at TrashRangers.com.
That's right, TrashRangers.com. Whatever it is, reliable waste and sanitation service right here in South Louisiana. So whether it's getting trash picked up from your business, whether it's trash picked up from your home, whatever it is, how about their sanitation department now with portable toilets right there? And guess what? They are number 1 at picking up number 2. Give them a call. Go see them. TrashRangers.com.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team color, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always. No paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Channel 1 song. Let's go.
Channel 1?
Yeah. We talk about this often. We had Channel 1. It was a deal where your school got free TVs if you showed it. It was a news broadcast by like students. And if you accepted it into your school, they gave you a couple free TVs. And if it's free, it's me at Evangel, baby. And this song was a hit.
Just
Close them out.
Tickled some nostalgia right there.
Yeah.
Channel 1.
How about that?
I didn't even recognize it when you said it until you talked about what it was. Yeah, homeroom.
Yeah,
7th
it was
grade.
homeroom, yeah.
7th grade.
Yep.
Yeah, it was kids doing the news for some reason.
Go to campusfederal.org. Campusfederal.org is the website for, you guessed it, Campus Federal. And the great thing about what they've got going on when you go to open a checking account, remember, they have so many different options, right? Depending on what option is best for you, where you're currently at right now, they have different checking account options for you in Shreveport, in Baton Rouge, in New Orleans. They've been doing this for over 85 years over at Campus Federal. So go to the website today, campusfederal.org. Honestly, look, we could sit here and we could continue to pull up plays. We could just let it flow and we could give you commentary, but we know the deal. We know what it was, and we know what it's got to do, which is get better. Can it get better? That's the question that you have to ask yourself if you're getting ready for the South Carolina game in 2 weeks. South Carolina, you don't think that they are going to be angry coming into this building? Remember how that game played out a year ago. If they win that game, they go to the college football playoff. They are not going to feel sorry for you. They went out there and they just won an SEC game. They're going to get an opportunity to come in here with some momentum, all right? So the last thing that you can do, and not saying they are, is feel sorry for yourself because of how it's not gone for you offensively. Like, you have to go out there and try to do something. You have to take a long, hard look in the mirror and say, this has got to change. This has to be better. We've got to do A, B, and C, and we've got to get that done during this bye week. I don't think there's any other way to put it.
Yeah, I think a bye week is coming at a really good time right now. It's a way to, like Michael Jackson once said.
Oh, no.
Got to take a look at the man in the mirror.
That's where you're starting.
And so what does that mean? Well, just watch the film. That's the mirror, really. The eye in the sky, don't lie. And you got to see where are the deficiencies? There's on the offense, there's plenty of deficiencies, right?
Mhm.
We see them all the time, but you got to figure out the why. Like Jimbo said, why? So why?
It's true though. You gotta tell me why.
Why does our left tackle have his eyes wrong or taking the wrong steps? Why is the right guard and the right tackle not getting to the second level? Why are we not reading our first read? Why this? Why that? You could go through that tape, and I can promise you I can find a poor decision or poor footwork or technique from all 11. And again, I don't say that because I think they're bad. I'm saying that it happens all the time. Even if you're 5-0 right now, number one team in the country, you can go through the tape and have coaching points for all 11 players on the field. There's something that everyone's doing wrong. Ours are just coming at really inopportune times, and they're really highlighted. So you got to figure out why. Is it what I'm telling them? Is it the coaching points? Is it they're just not listening? Are they just not getting it? Can I tell them the same thing 5 times and they don't get it? But what you have to do is you have to say there from a coaching staff, from a leadership standpoint from the players, what we're doing is not working. It is not good enough. Our expectations are here, and we're playing down here. And so you have to say, this is unacceptable. So you have a whole week here to figure out why. Why is it unacceptable? Why are we not even getting close to sniffing our expectations? And you have to figure that out fast. And then you have to make the adjustments. You have to be a mature enough team. You have to have the leadership. You have to have the coachability. You have to have the coaching. You have to have every piece of the puzzle on that offensive side of the ball. Has to figure out the why and be willing to change. Willingness is the key point. The key word of all this, to be able to change, everybody from the top down has to be willing to change. And when you look at Nussmeier, he's got to be willing and able.
Yeah.
That's what I don't know if he is, because I watched the film and I can tell you he's not right. I can't tell you for sure. I'm not a doctor, but I can tell you he is not right. So you have to be willing and you have to be able. And if you're not able, then you can't do it.
Right. It's a good question, Jeff, inside the chat. Maybe we can get to it to end hour number 2 here. But to Matt's point, you cannot be sensitive watching this tape. You have to be coach. Coaches have to look in the mirror as well. Everybody has to look in the mirror. And again, coaches, players, everybody involved. You can't be sensitive in watching this tape. You have to look at it and say, that ain't us. And if it is, it's got to get better. It's got to get fixed. And if it doesn't, then it's doomsday.
Yeah, check the ego at the door.
Have to.
When you watch that film.
We've all been through it. I've been through film. Matt's been through film. Tay, Alondra been through situations in sports where you had to check the ego at the door and realize that you had to do something different individually for team success. All right, let's take that last break. More OTB when we come back.
Off the bench.
All right, go to RussellPools.com. Russell Pool Company, truly the one-stop shop. They're going to be there from every step of the process to help you design your pool, to getting your pool built, and then they can be the maintenance for your pool as well. The thing I love to tell you about, because it is factual, they can build your dream pool, not my dream pool, not Flynn's and Alondra's, not Tay-Tay's, your dream pool. And you can see there on the homepage, no two pools are alike. They are going to make sure you have as custom can be. Now, if you're like, I actually like the kidney-shaped pool, that's okay. They can do that as well. They can do whatever that your mind is kind of thinking up for your space, because pool's a big decision, right? And if you make it, you should make that decision with Russell Pool Company.
Yeah, no two pools are the same, but they can be. If you want Beth Torina's pool, you can just say, hey, give me Beth's pool. We'll take it. I want to swim in that. But Russell Pools is the name you think of when you think of quality, when you think of craftsmanship, when the highest end pools, you think of them. So they can turnkey a product. Whatever is in your brain, they can build right there. RussellPools.com.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit LouisianaPropane.com.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Supreme Jasmine is premium American-grown rice. From local farms to your table, every grain is supreme. Pick up a bag of Jasmine or any other of our Supreme American rice.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment. Dave's back on. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Mornings with Brian Haldane is the only live and local talk show in the capital city. Get the news from the newsmakers, along with traffic and weather updates throughout the morning. The conversation starts weekday mornings at 6 on Talk 107.3.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
All right, welcome back into OTB. Jeff G in the chat says, Hester, do coaches have to approach players differently nowadays with the portal? Hurt feelings equal transfers? Probably so.
Probably.
To your point, which is
gross.
I don't like that at all.
My old school spirit says, well, they're so sensitive, I don't want him anyway.
You got to you got to be coachable though, man. You have to be. You have to be somebody that I can, when things aren't going right, I can let you know they're not going right, because that's how we're going to fix them. Now, there's a way to do it. I think Jimbo did it better than anybody, because Jimbo he'd get after you. He'd MF you, but then he'd come to you afterwards. Hey, here's why I did this. Here's why we had to go through this process. Here's what I think of you as a player. And he did a really good job, at least with me. I can't speak for everybody, of explaining why he did it. He was always about the why, and I love that. In any job that you're doing across this country right now, why? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Give me the why, right? Because my least favorite thing about this profession, I can't run the ball. Okay, well, why? Can't pass protect. Well, tell me why. Can't cover. Well, you got to tell me why. If you're going to have that opinion, and Jimbo taught us that, you got to give me the why to what's going on.
Yeah, and even on national, ESPN national, they're doing a good job of putting former player, people, former coaches, former players, and experts, they can explain to you why. It's just, but anything in life. And if you can't be coachable, it's guys with the wrong DNA. If you have the right DNA, the right upbringing, the right philosophy on life, you can be coached. You're not perfect. Be coachable.
Hour 3 coming up.
Off the bench.
All right, man, we have been really excited over the last week to have Pala on the show there. And at Pala, they are making major investments in the future of right here in Louisiana. They have a 70,000 square foot fabrication facility, and it is growing with state-of-the-art equipment and a brand new coating service line. These upgrades mean more Louisiana jobs while enhancing our ability to deliver for clients across the United States. For over 52 years, they have built on trust and powered by experience. We say it every single time, and how cool is this? Employee-owned, relationship-driven, and you can learn more at palagroup.com.
That's right, Pala. We are super fired up to be partnered up with them. And like Jake said, they are employee-owned, they're relationship-driven, and they have been building confidence for over 50 years. Pala Group right now. Go see them.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Good morning. It's 9 a.m. here on Monday, September 29th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 91. In hour 3 of today's show, we'll talk a little New Orleans Saints. We'll have weekend winners. Devin Snow hops on as well. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane Studios, starts now.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 3 of OTB. Hour number 3.
Wow.
And we started the show talking about the bad weekend that was in sports, certainly for Team OTB. Tigers lose, Saints lose, the USA loses, the Chargers lose, the Bucks lose, the Packers tie. Not a great weekend. So we talked a lot about the Tigers. I mean, the first 2 hours of the show, there was a lot to talk about, a lot to break down there. And South Carolina, by the way, does have a bye week. Someone was asking inside the Bayou 4 chat. They do have a bye week as well before they come to take on LSU. So they'll be ready to go with momentum after beating Kentucky the way they did at home. All right. The New Orleans Saints.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here we go, guys.
They lose 31-19.
Covered, though.
They certainly did cover.
Great teams cover.
They had a couple of opportunities in the game, obviously. You know, you have Chris Olave throwing up an interception. Love to have that one back. Spencer Rattler really is worst throw of the day, and we were talking about it through text chain. Worst throw of the day was to Brandon Cooks there in the end zone. Brandon Cooks almost makes a great catch. You have to settle for a field goal in that game. Now, I
still don't see where the ball hit the ground, though.
I know. To overturn it.
So, all right.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, you could probably assume that it did.
Yeah.
But you got to show me.
Yeah.
Like, it was called a touchdown. They probably called it a touchdown because they knew it would be automatically reviewed.
Yeah.
But, like, the black pants, the shadows.
Yeah, it's tough.
You couldn't prove to me. You could assume.
We were talking about it over text. For whatever reason, they always overturn calls like that. It's like when the quarterback fumbles it.
I'm over the super slow motion. Like maybe
they always overturn plays like that.
I'm not sure if I agree with you on that, but like it's got to be beyond a shadow of a doubt. And I just couldn't see it. Beyond a shadow, it was in the shadows. Shadow blocked it.
Your overall thoughts, though, on the Saints going to Buffalo after getting embarrassed by Seattle on the road. You're competitive in the game. You ran the football at Buffalo. Good. 34 carries, 189 yards, 5.6 yards per carry. Kendre Miller had a great touchdown run. AK ran the ball really well, 4.7 yards per carry. Spencer Rattler ran the football really well. Spencer through the air, obviously, only 4.6 yards per attempt. That really needs to go up. I know what they're doing, but he was efficient, but that's kind of what the game plan was always going to be. 18 of 27, 126 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Chris Olave did throw the interception like we're talking about. I know the NFL. I know there's no moral victories, but after getting just whacked against the Seattle Seahawks on the road, you go the opposite direction across the country, and you put up a great fight against Buffalo.
Yeah, you did. I thought defensively you played your best game of the season. You're playing an offense that's electric, dynamic. They have a really, really talented running back and, arguably the best player in the NFL at quarterback, Josh Allen. Now, he made his plays, especially towards the end of the game with his feet and running the ball, but you made his life hell for a while. You made them uncomfortable. You sacked him multiple times. Now, James Cook kind of got off a few times and had some good runs, but, you're going to give up plays to that offense. Every team is. And you gave up a lot less yards and points than some other teams that have already played that same team that are thought to be some of the best teams in the league. So defensively, you played your ass off.
Yeah.
It's hard to say you did enough to win the game because you didn't win the game.
Right.
And then on the offensive side of the ball, you ran the ball really well. Buffalo, that is a big glaring weakness on their team, is their run defense. You've seen it every single week, people running the ball. You saw Derrick Henry. I think he ran for 950 yards against them in one game. So you've seen the deficiency there. So that was always going to be the game plan. Right. And I think defensively for the Buffalo Bills, I think they were okay with that. They have seen the game plan that works against this New Orleans Saints offense. Right. They are not talented enough to drive in, drive out, to go 8, 10, 12, 14 plays and continuously get first downs. Why? Because you make mistakes. Now, the penalties cleaned up this game. Yeah. Like we said, be more disciplined. We can, as a Saints fan base, you can be okay with just not being quite as good. And we saw that. Saints are not as good as the Buffalo Bills. But be more disciplined. And I think I think that happened. Like, I think that they cleaned up a lot of the errors, the pre-snap penalties, a lot of just silly mistakes that you should get cleaned up in the preseason. I think we're spinning some positive stuff right here. I think you cleaned that part up. You just weren't quite as good, and you didn't make the plays. Like when you look at Rattler's game, to beat the Buffalo Bills on the road like that with a roster that's not as good, like you have to play damn near perfect, right?
Yeah.
And you have to make throws like the one he missed. That's, I can point to 2 big throws this season that he didn't make he wants back. Week 1 to Olave, this week to Cooks in the end zone. He wants us back, and I think unfortunately because of the record, because he's 0-10 as a starter, like those are kind of the things people are starting to like dive in and hone in on, are those missed throws, not the good plays that he's made. He made some dynamic plays with his feet.
Yep.
The yardage wasn't there, but again, the defensive philosophy is what the Saints are gonna continue to see until they prove they can beat it. Play shell coverage. Give up the running game, give up little passes underneath because they don't have the personnel. They're just not there as a team yet to be able to grind a defense down and stay on schedule, because something's going to happen. Some mistake is going to happen, or they're not going to be able to, out-athlete you in space one-on-one. So you're going to continue to see it. So game plan-wise, coaching staff-wise, you're going to have to find a way to be better, to beat shell coverage. And we did we ran the ball great, but bend don't break defense, and they just didn't break.
Yeah, I thought the defense for the Saints, you have 3 sacks against an alien at quarterback. I thought you did a really nice job compared to what anybody else has done against the Buffalo Bills. Allen was 16 of 22, 209. He had 2 scores, but he threw an interception as well. He did have the long run, right, where he's just breaking tackles down the middle of your defense. But I think defensively you played well enough to give your team a chance. And the offense, look, they had some opportunities. If you complete that pass to Brandon Cooks, the game looks a little bit different. I know they go and they get points after that, but if you make that pass, you make that play, I think the game and the narrative and kind of the flow of the game changes a little bit there for you. So, look, you go on the road against one of the best teams in the NFL. You lose 31-19, and all jokes aside, you do cover the spread. Nobody thought you'd be able to have a game like you had. There's things to build off of, and it's never going to be probably what you want as far as the wins and the losses, the record this year. We understand that. But if you're looking at it from what it was a week ago to what it is now, you clean up the penalties, right? You got embarrassed last week by a team that's not as good as Buffalo. And so you come back in this game and you are competitive. There's things you can take from this game. And it sucks. I know moral victories you're like, wait a minute, it's the National Football League. But where you're at right now, which right now you have the number 1 overall pick. Like you have it by strength of schedule, because there's other winless teams in the NFL, but you have it by strength of schedule metric right now. That's where you're at. But there's things that you can build off of from this team. And look, I don't know what you would do with the number 1 overall pick. I have no idea. Right now I don't have a lot of faith that you would make the right decision just based off how you've drafted in recent memory there. Because I'll be honest with you, I watch a game like that. When y'all watch the game and you could add 1 automatic, surefire, Pro Bowl, all-pro guy at any position for the Saints, what would it be right now?
Receiver.
Yeah.
For me.
Receiver.
Because, again, you were talking about the 2 throws he wanted back. Personally, I thought it was a bad throw yesterday. I thought it would have been tough for Brandon Cooks to make.
It was a bad throw.
Chris Olave dropped one right before that.
Yep.
I think it may have been the same drive or the drive before where, it was a little bit behind him. It was on his back shoulder. Got to make it. Week 1, got to make that catch. If you had a stud receiver, A.J. Brown tweeted out yesterday after the game, they're winning. He had 2 catches. He said, if I'm not wanted anymore, show me the door. If you had A.J. Brown on this offense, Spencer Rattler looks a lot better, and you probably have a win.
Mm-hmm. Just look at the plays the receivers made last night in Sunday Night Football for both teams.
Yep.
Their quarterbacks,
George Pickens?
Their quarterbacks gave them a chance, and they took the chance and made it a reality.
Yep.
They helped their guy out. You need a dog. You need one of those guys that when the ball's in the air, it's like, it is me and it's only me. I'm making the catch. Nobody else is coming close to this football. You got to help your guy. Does the quarterback, sure, we can have that conversation. But how many times do we see across that league, a guy puts it in the area and his number one guy goes and gets it, or his surefire hands guy goes and get, like, I know the Chargers lost, but I'm watching that entire game. If you put it anywhere in the radius of Keenan Allen, anywhere in the same zip code as Keenan Allen, he's catching it.
Mm-hmm.
And he does it every single time. Like, unfortunately, Malik got hurt, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on because the turf of that place sucks.
Yep.
But, like, Malik's going to get that. Like, your top-tier receivers are going to make those plays for you.
Do you have a guy on this team you would trust to throw a 50-50 ball to?
No.
You can't throw 50-50 balls. If you're Rattler and it's 3rd and goal, you can't take a shot in the end
But
zone
sometimes
right
that's your only read if they take away everything else.
Yeah.
The negative thing I would point out about Spencer is like his misses are low usually, which is like you give nobody a chance. Like when he does, a very accurate thrower, a little bit behind on some of these crossing routes, but some of his like out routes and things to the sideline tend to come out a little bit low. Usually very accurate with that. And I've been pretty impressed with the majority of his accuracy. Now on the big throws, he's got to be better. He's got to be like when you're at a talent deficiency, you have to play the position perfectly, and it's just not happening. And unfortunately for Saints fans, unfortunately for Spencer and the record is not great. It's 0-10 when he's a starter. Would it have been any different with Tom Brady team like being the quarterback of these teams? I'd maybe 1-9. I don't know.
Just when I start thinking about NFL draft time, right? And who knows where this quarterback group ends up being? And I know a lot of people want to take a quarterback, and you've never had the number one pick, and you haven't taken a quarterback in the first round since Archie. Like, we know all that. But like right now, if Lenore Sellers is on this team, what's the record? If John Mateer is on this team, what's the record? If Dante Moore is on this team, what's the record? Nussmeier, Beck, Manning, whoever. There's a guy like Jordan Tyson. If I get the number one pick from Arizona State, I'm not taking him number one, but I'm trading down to number 4. Somebody that's hungry for a quarterback. And you know what this team needs? It needs about 3 or 4 dudes. So give me those picks. I'll go get the 6'2" receiver that's tearing up the Big 12 right now.
Yeah.
Or whoever. Right? If you feel like there's a number one guy out there.
I was going to go fullback, but I guess since y'all said it, I'll go receiver.
Well, one time for 51 yards and don't see him again.
Big deal.
So,
anyway, obligatory Saints talk.
All right, go to PelicanRoof.com. That's the website for Pelican Roofing. Right there on the homepage of PelicanRoof.com, you'll see the 5-star reviews from Google, from Facebook, from Yelp. The internet hates everything, but it loves Pelican Roofing, and you will as well. When you go to the website, remember you get that instant roof quote. Type in your address at your home, at your business, gives you a great idea of what that roof is going to cost. Speaking of costs, they've got great financing options as well on the homepage right there. Remember, in Lafayette, in Baton Rouge, boots on the ground in both as well. Go to PelicanRoof.com. When we come back, our guy Devin Snow, a.k.a. Hold DeMayo, joins us here to break down the Saints and the Tigers on this Monday morning.
Off the bench.
All right, go to allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com. If you are buying new, if you are leasing, if you are renting, every single thing is always going to be available. And look, no matter what your needs are right now, if you need something smaller, better on gas mileage, they've got you. If you need something bigger, maybe your family's growing, you need a midsize SUV. Maybe you've had a midsize SUV and your family continues to grow and you need a full-size Sequoia. Or maybe you need the Sienna minivan. Whatever it is, they have got you multiple trucks as well with the Tundra, with the Tacoma. Go to the website today, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
Yeah, that is right. So, like, if it's that time of life, so I'm thinking about, so my oldest son just turned 10. I'm like, oh, my God, 6 years. I got to buy a car for him. Are you kidding me? Well, when I'm going to make that decision, I'm going to make something that's safe, that's reliable, that's efficient, that I feel comfortable putting a loved one in, and that would be Toyota. So whether it's a brand new car, whether it is a used car, long-term lease, a per-day rental, whatever it is, go see them today. Go check out their website, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgout.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized, it'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in OTB here on this Monday morning. Let's go to the phone lines now. We've got our guy Devin Snow, a.k.a. Hold the Mayo, set to join us now. Dev, I'm going to assume your weekend kind of went like everybody else here in this studio's weekend went.
Yeah, brutal weekend. Well, I don't know what was I guess Saturday was worse. Yeah, I guess if I had to pick out of the two, Saturday was worse.
Yeah, Sunday was kind of inevitable.
Yeah, I mean, if you're ever going to say that they fought hard,
yeah,
God, Lee, they fought hard.
They did.
On Sunday, so you got to give them that. It's but the LSU stuff, man. It's just that was an identity game for LSU, and they just didn't pass that little test. So we'll see. I mean, one loss now, so they still it ain't all over.
It's not over, but it better get fixed pretty quick here because the schedule that you've got coming up, Dev, it is not very forgiving.
No, it's not. It's going to start with South Carolina, and then Pavia, Texas. I mean, yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. This was a chance for LSU to show, hey, look, whatever y'all saw the first few games, we've been working on that, and obviously that's not what they showed. So that is discouraging. It really is.
When you watch LSU play on offense, it's is there any doubt in your mind that there's just something not right with Nuss right now?
Yeah, Well, even beyond that, let me tell you something. My least favorite play in football, whether pro or college, and I do not know for the life of me why so many teams run it. Dude, I lost a prop. I don't bet on props no more, right? But I lost a prop last night, okay? And it was golden to have 60 or more receiving yards. What play does Green Bay run? He had 61 yards. What play did they run?
God.
They run this stupid screen to the receiver that never goes anywhere. I mean, how often do you see this play go anywhere? Really, very rarely. And that's LSU's favorite play. You know, just take the receiver, run right to the butt. You get 0 or negative yards. Why do teams keep running this play? I don't know.
What did he finish with? How many yards?
59.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Man.
I mean, it's just so, like, it's so fitting that was the play. Because, dude, that play bugs me so much. Like, it aggressively bugs me. And, you know, LSU loves that play. And I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. Like, you have so much talent on this team, and you love running this screen to the receiver, running to another player's butt, and get no gain. It's so dumb.
To your point, we looked at the passing chart. 11 of 38 pass attempts this past game were behind the line of scrimmage.
Just don't get it. Do y'all? I mean, what would y'all say the benefit is of that play?
I think it's okay, Dev, if it's like a change-up, an extension of the run game, and maybe you're trying to open up the middle a little bit, and you're trying to, hey, let's get the ball on the edge quick and see if we can spread the defense out, like here and there for sure. Like, I'm okay with it. You got some receivers that have return experience, right, so they can kind of thrive in chaos as well. Like, okay, sure, yeah, do it. If you want to do it 4 or 5 times a game, okay, 11, like that's egregious there. So I think there's a benefit to it in small doses. Yeah, it can't be the lead.
And there's
story.
a better way to do it too. Like doing it to a 3-receiver side where you're relying on 2 receivers to get an extremely hard block in space is a little much. And you're not to mention you're stopping your receiver. He's catching it at a dead stop. He's not catching it on the move, right? So like I like RPOs and things like at least be like a tunnel screen RPO or something like that. But yeah, to your point, it stinks.
Yeah, and I see Brent in the chat, the receiver screen that gets yards every time we run. Brother, I don't know what football you watching because I must be in space because there ain't no way. You know, and I think not just LSU. I'm talking about all over football. I mean, unless you got like a Debo Samuel, you know, one of those type guys, I don't even know why you run it. You know, especially if you play an SEC football, you about to get in the middle of this whole SEC. All these SEC games, tough games, you don't want to run that against Alabama and stuff. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, what are your vibes with the Saints? Getting back to the NFL talk, what are your vibes after that performance in Seattle, and then you come back and you go to the opposite coast and the performance you put up against Buffalo? Dev, even though you lose both games, like, is there positives that you took away from the Saints against the Bills?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if not for missed opportunities, and that's what bad teams do. They miss opportunities, you know? And that's what the Saints did, like, all day yesterday. You know, there was a point to where they should have been up. They should have been up, you know, at least 4, you know, maybe 7 points, and they just weren't taking advantage of opportunities like, you know, the Philly special. I call it the Gentili special because there's no reason to really run that play right there. You were averaging 6 yards a pass at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, just try to punch it in. You know, your run game was phenomenal yesterday. Your O-line your penalties were better. There was a lot of like great things that weren't so great the previous weeks that were better, but I don't know, just kind of overthinking and missing opportunities. Pete Werner, you got to catch that interception. It's right in your hands. It's right in your hands, man. Just little things that they missed opportunities on you, and we know you can't do that against the Bills. You got to be damn near perfect to beat the Bills. And they were, and the thing about it is the Bills were like, dude, they were willing to lose that game at one point. and you got to play 4 full quarters against the Bills to beat them because we already know what they do. You saw it with the Ravens game at the beginning of the year. The Ravens were dominating them, but they didn't dominate them for 4 full quarters. And the Bills can light you up just in like the second half of the fourth quarter. So they're going to learn from it. And with that being said, I'm just going to come out and say it. The Saints are going to get that first win this week. I'm telling you, dude. If there's any type of improvement, progression, if we got a smart, good coach, all these things, you'll win against the Giants this week at home. And who knows, man? I hate to sound like the ultimate optimist because I have no reason to. They 0-4, but we might go on a little run like Forrest Gump. You play the Giants. Yeah, dude, don't let them get hot.
Don't let them get hot.
Because you play the Giants, the Patriots, the Bears, and then the Bucks, which obviously is a better football team than us, but also going through injuries. You catch the right team at the right time. Who knows? But man, I could see the Saints winning a couple games in these next 4 at least.
Like Dev, so kind of the big topic right now, what people are like trying to punch right now against Spencer Rattler is pretty brutal start to his career, 0-10 on the win-loss column as a starting quarterback. But realistically, like if you were to, and this is okay, nobody like misinterpret this as a comparison because it's not. If you put Drew Brees in at quarterback for those 10 games, and let's like take his like intent, like his leadership out of it, like just put him in there to play the football game the way it's been drawn out, what would his record be in the same 10 games that Spencer played?
You said Drew Christopher Brees?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brother, he'd be 7-3.
Dev, he would not be 7-3.
What's the limitations here? I might have missed that.
No. I mean, if you put Drew where Spencer Rattler was, going back to last year with that same team, you think Drew would be 7-3? Which, if you do, that's fine. Sure. Okay.
I mean, who did Drew have? Drew was throwing it to Robert Meacham and Brandon Coleman. And
Meacham was a first-round pick out of the SEC.
Yeah, he really played like one.
Wasn't he first
his
round?
best play was on defense. His best play is the same.
Yeah,
was
Meach was my teammate. I like Meach. Hey, just hating on Marcus Colston. Just hating on everybody right now, Dev.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Reggie Bush.
Oh, I love Reggie. Reggie's a pioneer. He's a pioneer of good vibes for the Saints. Nobody was going to the games until we drafted Reggie Bush, dude. That's what got everybody into the dome. I don't
did not have Robert Meacham catching straight.
There we go.
Send my best to Robert, but it's
him and his family.
Hope they're doing well.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, man. All right. Who started 0-10? Let's see. Right, Derek Carr, Warren Moon. Started.
Warren. Okay.
You know who else started 0-10? Zach Mettenberger.
Oh, did he? Metcho did?
He did, man. And then it only gets worse from there. It's like Brody Croyle. Who else? One more guy.
Croyle.
Brody caught 10 starts?
Yeah, for the Chiefs. Yeah, I think he started a whole year. Had uniforms and everything.
So, I mean, it's so tough, man, because Spencer, like, you can't doubt that this guy, first of all, he looks, the first takeaway is the dude is poised. It's not like he's super nervous or anything like that. Like, he's poised. He's ready. He's got all that. It's just like his main issue is the ball placement. You keep kind of seeing it pop up. By the way, what did y'all think about the Cooks thing? Because my thing is, if you call it a touchdown on the field,
that's what we said.
Yeah, you got to show me that it wasn't. They were just telling me about it. They weren't really showing me.
Yeah, it's got to be beyond a shadow of the doubt. And the problem is that ball was in the shadows and you couldn't see it touch the ground.
Because the hand, right?
Yeah, the black pants, the shadows. You couldn't tell if that ball hit the ground.
I just feel like we got put together right there. I just got to be honest, man. Because, I mean, I don't know. It's so much with that, man. The refs are they had a weekend. The refs had a weekend. Big weekend for the refs. A lot of touchdowns taken off the board. Targeting is still just the dumbest thing. You know, I don't
Real
understand
dumb.
some of these games. Like, look at that Oregon game. At the end.
That guy launched and hit him right in the face. And like, no, we're good. It's the hairline that actually hit him. No targeting.
He said hairline. I love it.
What are you talking about hairline?
Oh, so you were talking about your bad beat earlier on the Golden over the prop bet for 60 yards. What if you didn't have any money on the Indiana-Iowa game this week, did you? Indiana minus 6.5, up 7 points on their own 40 with 3 seconds left. And from their own 40, they do a safety play where the running back or the quarterback takes the ball and runs back. It took probably 15 seconds. Like the play was over like 10 seconds. The game was over 10 seconds before. He takes a safety. They only win by 5.
Yeah, I had A&M by 6.5 against Auburn. They scored a touchdown. I watched it happen, and I had it on mute because I was watching the LSU game on the other screen. So I had it on mute, and I look like 2 minutes later, and it's like they don't have 7 points. They only had 3, and I'm like, what happened? Well, something happened where they called the touchdown back, and yeah, that was it. You know, it was brutal, man. Kansas, that was another one. Had them by 4.5. What they wound up winning by 4. Tennessee, push. 7 points. That was a push against Mississippi State. Mississippi State's scrappy, man.
Yeah.
You know,
they played well enough to win that game for sure. I mean,
they definitely
they were
did.
1 play away.
Yeah. How many SEC games have they lost in a row?
Oh,
like 12.
Yeah, because they didn't win one. Yeah, they didn't win one a year ago, for sure. I mean, they earned. My whole point in saying that, they earned to be in that game in overtime. It wasn't fluky. Like, they made the plays to be in that game, and that's if they're on your schedule now. That is not just a go ahead and check it as a win for sure. You better be ready.
Yeah, man. Wow. My biggest takeaway from the weekend is that, you got to be, I guess, somewhat proud of this. I mean, they had the Bills ready to call their mama, dude. They really did at one point. But, they just didn't play 4 full quarters. And, yeah, man, just got to hope for a miracle with LSU's offense because that's what it's going to take.
All right, Dev. Well, we apologize to Marcus Colston, Michael Thomas, Devery Henderson, Robert Meacham, Brandon Cooks, and Lance Moore for Dev's comments a little bit earlier. But we love you, Dev. We always glad to talk with you.
Yeah, Kenny Stills was a great one too, man.
Shout out to Kenny Stills. All right, Dev, man, enjoy RB and R Day, man. We look forward to finding out where you end up, and we appreciate you.
All right, y'all take care.
All right, you as well. There he is, Devin Snow, a.k.a. Hold the Mayo. Meach, I thought you were pretty good, Devery Henderson, shout out Devery.
Drew Brees ain't going 7-3.
No, I don't know.
Well, it's like what we have been talking about pretty much this whole time is like you can have anybody at quarterback, but you have 0 weapons like at every other position on the team. Like the defense actually played pretty well yesterday.
Yeah.
And I don't actually think that the Bills have a great defense or like even that good, or the offense is obviously way better, but like I don't know. Drew Brees isn't going 7-3. Nobody's going 7-3 with that.
Y'all made a fatal mistake, though. You asked the Saints fan about Drew Brees.
I know. I know. That's why I
I
should
mean,
have said
I'm
Tom
a
Brady.
Saints fan.
I should have said Tom Brady.
I'm a Saints fan, and I put Drew Brees in like a top 5 conversation, but nobody's winning with this team.
I was gonna say,
that's on you. That's
in my mind, I had Tom Brady in the question, but then I decided to keep it a little bit more
as soon as
relevant.
you said it, and he said his middle name, I was like, oh yeah, you're cooked. Oh man, you're in trouble. You're not gonna win.
That was
this
a bad question by me, guys.
I'm gonna win this one.
Take one of my good questions away.
Take it away. But do not take away K2Z, K2ZBlinds.com, KTOZBlinds.com, K2Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. Go to the website. Check out that contact information in Lafayette, in Baton Rouge, on the North Shore, throughout the state of Louisiana. If you are listening to us, we are talking to you. KTOZBlinds.com, Interior Outdoor Living. And sometimes Brandon Barton and the team can help you with both, like they've helped me with both. Again, KTOZBlinds.com. All right, we'll come back and continue talking about the weekend that was.
We got some winners too, right?
I mean, sure, we can
Or
do
losers.
that. Sure, we can do that as well. There's a lot of those to go around. We'll do it here on OTB.
I think we need to eulogize somebody, actually.
Oh, we do.
We lost someone good.
We did. Matt, we'll give you that when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to Boudreauxelectrical.com. BoudreauxElectrical.com. That sandwich looks incredible there on that TV there, whatever that place that is. BoudreauxElectrical.com is the website. And if you want a whole home generator and you think, man, I waited too late. It's September, almost October. That is not the case. They have over 80 generators in stock right now, ready to go, ready for you. They'll come, they'll slab it, they'll install it, and you'll be ready to go with the ultimate peace of mind. BoudreauxElectrical.com.
Yeah, peace of mind is like the key phrase there, because when you have a whole home generator, it doesn't matter what kind of weather. We're in South Louisiana. You never know what to expect. So you have that peace of mind that you can protect your house, your family, your things, that stuff in the freezer, whatever it is. And at Boudreaux's Electrical, guess what this? Something big here. They were just been named one of only 10 Generac dealers in the entire world chosen to launch the all-new next generation Generac generators. That's huge. So give them a call. Go see them today. Get your house sized with that brand new generator. BoudreauxElectrical.com.
When it comes to pipe fabrication, time is money. And at River Parish Contractors, we make every second count. Our 36,000 square foot shop is ready to take on your projects right now. With experienced welders, precise fittings, and fast turnarounds you can trust. Whether it's a single custom spool or a full-scale run, we have the capacity and the skill to keep your job on schedule. Call us or visit rpcontractors.com for your quote. That's rpcontractors.com.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Children's School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Huh. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn
Keep this in the background. A little bit of laundry because I want to tell the people about Gulf Coast Office Products, GCOPnet.com. It's not just about documents anymore. It's about managing and hosting the information your company needs to grow and thrive in the years ahead. In New Orleans, in Baton Rouge, in Mandeville, in Lafayette. You got locations near you, and no matter if you're at a bank, at a hospital, at a university, a law firm, right? We know how important documents are to you. So have the company that always gets it right. And if you have any issues, you pick up the phone and you give them a call, you contact them, and you're talking to the person that's going to help you. GCOPnet.com. Well, the eulogy that Matt's about to give you, he gave his university multiple reasons why.
We've gone too soon. Last week, we lost a good one in college football. Mr. Mike Gundy, gone too soon. I know it had been like 20 years, but gone too soon. This week, we lose another one. This weekend's a tough one for a lot of folks, but none tougher than for the Arkansas Razorbacks. Coach Sam Pittman, gone too soon. Fired. Head coach, Arkansas Razorbacks. Ladies and gentlemen, today we say farewell to Sam Pittman, the head coach of the Arkansas Razorbacks, a man whose physique was as much a part of his legend as his love for offensive linemen. And let's be honest, Coach Pittman didn't look like a slick, modern fitness guru on the sidelines. No, he looked like the guy who owned the grill at the tailgate. And you knew he could out-eat and out-laugh anyone there. Sam wasn't built like a quarterback, a wide receiver, or even the guy who sneaks into the nutrition center just to grab a salad. He was built like the Arkansas offensive line itself, wide, sturdy, immovable. You could have measured his BMI in hog calls. That's body mass index for you. That was part of his magic. When Pittman walked into a room, you didn't think workout warrior. You thought, that's a football coach right there. That's a man who could motivate you, feed you, and probably bench press you if he had to. His physique told the truth before he ever spoke. This guy loves linemen, loves life, and isn't afraid of seconds. And when he shouted, turn that damn jukebox up, you believed him, because nobody with that kind of frame is ever getting ignored. So as we close the book on his tenure in Fayetteville, let us not remember only the wins and losses, but the larger-than-life presence of a coach who's... Oh, man, it's a lot of body stuff. Rest in peace. As Arkansas's head coach, that is. But Sam Pittman, the man, he's still very much alive. Probably out there somewhere reminding folks to get after it with a big old grin on his face. Woo pig, coach. Woo pig.
I really do love Sam Pittman, by the way.
That was a lot of shots there, right?
That was a lot of shots there, Cat.
There's no prompting involved. It just...
I mean, it was super shady when it wrote y'all's retirement speeches, too. So.
Yeah, it was. That's true.
Hey, kind of, yeah. Just takes shots at him.
Man, love football, loves a good cold Coors Light.
I know. I like
was his
that
beer
man.
choice.
I like that, man.
He wants to coach offensive line anywhere in the country, honestly. He'll have a job tomorrow.
Absolutely.
A great offensive line coach. Outstanding offensive line coach.
That's intriguing.
Arkansas did say that they're going to have a national search, which will include Bobby Petrino. So Bobby Petrino is probably going to be the head coach.
What about John Gruden?
Exactly how he drew it up.
They were
exactly
trying to
how
get
Bobby Petrino drew it up.
Last year when he was hired, people were like, well, Bobby Petrino is the next Arkansas coach. Like I was talking about it with my dad on Saturday right after the Arkansas game. I was like, oh, Bobby Petrino is going to be the head coach tomorrow. They got a bye week next week, and he's already cleaned house. 4 assistants are gone as well.
Yeah.
Petrino's already bringing in
defensive staff, just holler at your boy.
Was that not one of my bold predictions that he'd be fired before Halloween?
Was it Sam?
I felt like it might have been Sam.
Did we write those down?
Laundry, did you write them down?
What?
Our bold predictions?
Bold predictions? Yeah. What did you just ask?
Did I not make was that not one of them that he'd be fired before Halloween? If it is, I'm going to get that turnover chain.
Let's see. If you did say it, I didn't write it down.
Wow.
Mine was that AK.
You don't have any of them getting
Alvin
fired.
Kamara would have 1,000 yards this year. He's at 256.
Oof.
So maybe still got a chance.
Ooh, what is the Leggett.
He didn't play this past week. I still think he's at 9 yards.
I mean, actually, AK's on pace to get 1,000 yards because you're 4 games through. Got 256. So.
Yep. Not that bold.
He's never had it before in his life.
Not as bold as
in the National Football League. So there's bold and there's dumb.
Jake's also a lot closer.
So. There's bold and there's dumb. AK's never had 1,000 yards in the NFL. He's an incredible player, but it's been like 800 receiving, 800 rushing. So his way. And I think the Saints found yesterday that really the thing that they can do. This offensive line is much better at run blocking than they are pass protection, that's for sure.
Anyway, 2020 to 2025. Sam Pittman.
All right. He's still got Arkansas on the schedule. So you'll see Bobby Petrino at the helm there for the Razorbacks. We'll take our last break of the show. Before we do, I want to remind you about Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. Go Tommys.com, G-E-A-U-X, Tommys with a Y.com. That is the website where you'll clearly see the difference, and they can customize your job. You can check out a gallery of work. If you see something like you want to replicate, they can do that as well. Testimonials of past clients. All that information can be found on their website. That's Go Tommys, G-E-A-U-X, Tommys with a Y.com. We'll take our last break. Ask the Bench when we come back here on OTB.
Off the Bench.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Luba Workers Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. BRAC, your #1 park system in the nation.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business, 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Looking for a reliable and hassle-free trash removal? Trash Rangers is your answer. Go to trashrangers.com for residential pickup, commercial pickup, and roll-off dumpsters today.
Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. 5 brands on one lot. Shop BayouAutomotive.com.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
All right, and welcome back in. It is OTB. And you know, Matt, there's been a certain familiar smell in the air over the last 10, 15 minutes here in studio.
And it smells delicious as well.
It does, and very familiar. What is that?
Does it smell like delicious chicken tendies?
I believe it does.
It does, huh?
I think it does.
Yeah, I think it does. Do you think we can figure
I
out
think
where
we should
that
investigate.
Smells? Yeah, it's kind of like that in an old school cartoon where it's got the little
Like
lights,
Pepe Le
right?
Pew?
Pepe Le Pew.
I think we should
No.
investigate what that smell is.
Oh,
It's
wait a
Raising
second.
Cane's chicken.
Raising Cane's chicken
Let's
tendies.
go. The
Oh.
Raising Cane's studio
That's
here
what I'm
now.
talking about.
You see the signage there. You see the food right in front of us. A smell
You knocked the doggy
you
down.
cannot deny. You can't knock down our dog. Pick our dog
Right.
up there. It's been so hard to concentrate over the last 10 minutes because Cane's has been in the hallway, and you
Right.
know that smell. You love that smell, and we are now happy to have the Raising
Check it
Cane's
out.
studio.
We got Raising Cane's in the corners. We got the doggy.
go.
We got it on the front here, everywhere, every single day. This show, as well as all the other shows on the station, right here in the Raising Cane's studio.
Yeah, so look.
We're going to have chicken every day?
Yeah,
Or-
well, I think so. I think we need to. So look, maybe the weekend didn't go like we wanted it to go, okay? And tomorrow's Tuesday. It's the worst day of the week. What can make it better? Cane's.
Cane's.
Really the only thing that can make it better right now. So we are glad to have them in studio right now. And glad to have them as a sponsor of our studio there.
Very excited. And there's a huge doggy out there, too. Did you see it?
Yeah, I thought you were going to bring that one in.
I should have. Didn't think about it.
It's okay.
I could say I've never had Cane's for breakfast,
Are you excited?
but I'm not opposed to the idea.
Hey, y'all are
Well,
rock, by the way.
you obviously don't live in the Hester household because it is breakfast, lunch, and dinner is Raising Cane's. So, yeah, we are very excited to have them on the squad, be partnering together with the Raising Cane's studio here. And now we're gonna
the
upgrade
giant
here.
dog!
Let's upgrade.
Shout out Aaron.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Hey, good boy.
He's so cute.
There we go. That's the way you get it done there. So, some good news finally here on this Monday.
We
Raising
did it.
Cane's.
Y'all been asking how we're going to get the vibes up.
We got the vibes up thanks to Raising Cane's. Shout out.
Hey, good choice of song, too, if it makes you happy.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Okay.
All right. So
Nothing
at
made me
least
happy
all
this
right. So at least here to end the day,
Mm-hmm.
we get to enjoy a caniac, get some coleslaw and some toast and some cane sauce.
And I'm going to, as soon as this show is over, I will sit here and crush this whole thing.
I have complete faith in you. I have complete faith in myself as well, and really hope my children aren't watching because they're gonna be real big mad, as the kids say,
Big
at
mad.
Dad for eating Raising Cane's.
Look at this.
Y'all got a
Look.
30-second weekend winner?
32nd weekend winner after this weekend.
I do.
No,
I got one.
Losers?
A lot of
LSU,
losers.
Saints, Chargers,
Yep.
Team USA,
Yep.
the Buccaneers, the Packers.
No, the
everybody that we
winner
cheer
is
for.
the Virginia student section.
Yes.
With the best
Oh, yeah.
field rush of
Yes.
all
That looks
time.
really
There
dangerous.
you go. Quick,
It looks
y'all have
super
one. 10
dangerous.
seconds. 10
I
seconds
don't
to
know.
Alondra.
There's nobody that deserves
Illinois.
that.
Illinois bounce back from
Illinois
that
taking it
embarrassing
down
loss.
USC.
Weekend loser. Super Bowl halftime.
There you go.
No!
Oh, wow.
Off the bench.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business, 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you